Absolutely.
And we're live.
And
welcome.
profound.
Shut up. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Wicked Studios presents Greyhawk Adventures, The Ghosts of Saltmarsh. This is episode 3. And we have a full complement of cast members here tonight.
Look at that.
I'm just going to point out that not everybody's in the right spot. Just going to throw that out there.
I like
so
our
Lord
very
Gasumba says Tuesday night, lots of streams, changing hosts to you, Seth. Well, we appreciate that, but there's only one stream that matters, and you're here watching it now.
Oh, it is ours? Okay.
It's ours, yeah. So it says don't turn the channel, Steve.
Hey,
That's
what's
cool.
up, Jay? What's happening? Yay!
Wow, I look like a ghost. Am I the ghost of Saltmarsh?
You are the ghost of Saltmarsh.
You are, sir.
Twist there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Really didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
Anyway, Will, you want to say something? Or are you gonna...
While you do that, you go ahead and do your producing stuff, and I'll take over the MC job and whatnot. Right?
I've already produced, and that's why I just start talking.
Well, I'm just saying because right now Katie is Errol, and
oh shit, I haven't. Yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Everyone, you know what? Today, up is down, right is left. We don't know who's playing who.
You know, I tried that once on my boss.
Didn't work.
It went really well.
No, not really.
I apparently just put people where I thought they should be.
Exactly. So anyway, hey everybody, welcome to Ghosts of Saltmarsh. I am, of course, Will DM. If you don't know by now, hi.
How illustrious.
Thank you. I left it out. That is my handle, right? The illustrious Will DM.
I'm so proud of you.
Yes.
So as Adam was saying, we have. Let's see when I point. There's a little delay. I gotta and then it goes away. It's production values. Now she's down here. I think that'll point. That's KD. She's our fifth and newest cast member to the show. And what we're gonna do is we'll go ahead and we'll start off with the introductions as always. But we'll leave you for last there, KD. You know, save the best for last. All right, Michael, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Michael.
We'll start with the worst. Michael, please.
And I was not paying the least bit of attention, but I am assuming that we're doing introductions. So,
you are correct, sir.
So that's who I am, and I am playing a aquatic elf who is a druid, but he has
What's his name?
His name is Cyprian.
It changes every time you say it.
It does.
Cyprian.
Well, okay,
I have it written here phonetically.
Yeah,
Cyprian.
you said that last time, but last time you were rolling the R's.
Yes, you were
heavy.
Cyprian.
You were Cyprian.
Cyprian. Well,
There it is.
when I speak with my own accent, you see, I am Cyprian because I am from the house located deep within secret territories that you should know nothing about.
All right.
I'm okay with that.
Everything's mysterious about him,
Yeah.
including the pronunciation of his name.
Well, thank you very much. We're going to go to Steve before he starts gargling on audio.
Right, yeah, no. Steve, hi. I am playing Voda, who is a water genasi who is quite a sight, apparently. He's kind of grown used to it though, and he's on an adventure and almost got killed by centipedes, but that's not going to keep him down. So
Nope, not at all. Excellent. All right, Jairus, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Jairus. I'm playing a young chap by the name of Errol Thorne. He is kind of a scholarly priest of the god of knowledge, Delim, and he has been sent out to seek truth and find new information wherever he can. And haunted houses, which seem to be the local flavor, are definitely enough to pique his interest.
Indubitably. And Adam, go ahead.
Is Will super quiet for anybody else? That's just me.
Is it me? Am I super quiet?
you sound a little quiet to me, more than usual.
Sound fine to me.
Maybe not super.
Seems fine to me.
Okay.
Jairus seems loud, so.
It's just me.
I mean,
What about now?
What about all
Anyway.
you out there in the internet lands? Do I sound?
People actually
How do
matter.
I sound? Yeah. Those are the people that matter.
I'm
Right,
trying not
we
to
don't
take it
matter.
personally that we're discussing this during my introduction.
Yeah, you should.
Oh.
Everybody, that's Adam. Anyway.
I am Adam, and I'm playing Chance Lucas, deckhand, who thinks he's a pirate. Coming to Saltmarsh to Willow's a bit soft. Yeah, but can you hear him? That's the.
That is.
And hello, Dice Barbarian.
Hey, what's happening?
So anyway, he's in town to hang out with his best friend who he hasn't seen for 2 years, Addison, played by real-life best friend, KD, and we'll pass it on to her.
Dun dun dun.
I'm KD and I'm muted because my computer's loud. And I'm playing Addison, who, as Adam said, is Chance's best friend from childhood. She is a teenaged human druid.
Yay! All right. So with that having been said, let me just go ahead and get rid of the rest of the particulars. Again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. If you want to support, we have only one way of support. We don't charge you to name the NPCs or anything else.
But we will if you want us to.
I
Let's
tell you
leave
what,
it open for discussion.
You got that shit right, because
We can be bought.
Who's that guy who used to own Microsoft?
Bill Gates.
Yeah,
Bill
that's
Gates.
the dude. Bill Gates. We all know he's a gamer. Now, if Bill Gates wanted to, hey man, I need an NPC in your game, I'd be like, I could hook you up. So
I'm willing to
You're
take
trying
your
to say
last
you got it.
$5, folks, for anything.
Yeah.
For any reason.
Well,
It doesn't even have to be a good reason.
okay, do you honestly think I would charge Bill Gates more than $5? I mean,
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Probably.
I would sell Bill Gates a $5 bill for like 20 grand because at that level they have to be the same thing, right?
Yeah. But what I was trying to say was that if you want to support the show, what you can do is we have bits, and you can cheer and give us some bits. And basically what happens is every time that we get to 1,000 bits, which are pretty close, what ends up happening is that the cast will get a persistent inspiration. So these are they work just like regular inspiration in D&D, but you get to keep them, and you can have more than one. So you can stockpile these puppies too.
But now once you use it, it's gone.
Yes, once you use it, it's gone.
But you can keep it from game to game.
Correct.
And collect them.
so do they carry from character to character?
That's a good
I might
question.
be able to be bribed in that situation.
Because the way
What do
things
you
went
do, a
last
giant
week, it's
inspiration
possible
table?
Yeah,
we will
and
need
then
new characters soon.
the other thing is if you we do have some other things that you could get, such as T-shirts. I have an adventure that I wrote down below as well. If you scroll down, there's that sort of thing. And also, when you scroll down, there is the Wicked Studios Discord channel. You can join on that. This way, you can yell at me. You could yell at Adam. You could yell at everybody. You could tell us what we do wrong, what we do right, what you'd like to see more
don't
of.
yell at me.
Don't yell,
Yeah,
Steve.
don't-
He's very
yeah.
sensitive.
Yeah, no, Steve can't take it.
Yeah,
Be
I'm
gentle.
fragile, guys. Yeah.
So, but that's about it for the technical stuff. And
if you donate 50,000 bits, we'll mail you bacon bits, and then you can eat them while you enjoy the show.
exactly. Yeah, that's sure.
Yeah.
We won't really do that.
Yeah, so you're better off just buying the bacon bits on your own and snacking on them.
It would
It's up
be
to
cheaper.
you. It's your choice.
It'll just
Really.
be like 8 loose bacon bits in an envelope. It's not a container that we're sending you.
Except it's kind of high in sodium. You might want to pick something else. Looking out for your health.
Yeah.
As you do. As you do. All right, so let's I'm going to jump into a wee bit of a recap so that everybody knows what's going on. So there is a boat called the Yellow Mast. And on this boat, we have Chance, Lucas, and Voda, who are actually hired crew members. Their job is essentially do whatever Captain Harkin tells them to do and to defend the ship. On this same ship, they've picked up 2 passengers. They picked up man, I've got like the hiccup something bad today. They picked up this aquatic elf.
At least you don't have to say much.
Yeah, true. All right. Anyway, I'm the let's see, you got me all messed up. It only took a second.
The aquatic
Picked
elf
up an
is
aquatic elf.
a scholar who is researching and studying and looking for some lost stuff. A lost wizard. So
yes.
that is what his job is. That is what he is here for, because he is
And one of the other passengers that they picked up was a priest of Delub, who is coming to pretty much the same area. Now, there's not an awful lot of traffic that comes in and out of the Saltmarsh area, so you have to take the ships that go there because it's primarily fishing, and there is they do some mercantile stuff, but not a lot of passenger stuff. So this was a ship that they found that would bring them to this particular area. The ship comes, the crew gets off, they mingle around a little bit, meet some people. Captain Harkin has his sister that lives in town, and he generally spends about 2 weeks in town when he stops to visit. Cyprian, the aquatic elf, finds out about a library that's actually owned by the guard commandant, Ellendir, and they actually go meet him, and he goes to study at this library for a little bit because Michael wasn't in that game. And the rest of them go up to a haunted house they heard about, bumble around a little bit, go into a kitchen, find a nest of giant centipedes that almost kills 2 of them. After they are able to survive this incident, they're all like, oh my God, we're going to go home. And so then they all leave and they go back to Saltmarsh to recuperate, regroup, and to enlist the assistance of Cyprian, their aquatic elf, because they think they need a little bit of extra firepower. So, and that's where we left off with the second episode, with everybody back in town and everybody getting ready to spend the evening at the Fishbone Tavern. Is how that is how it will begin. So
so what did my research what did I learn from all my research?
I actually wrote that down because I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to actually take some notes. Let me see, what did I write down? It wasn't much.
Would know these.
Mm-hmm. You found a bunch of books on the area. You found out basically local history, but nothing that goes back to the time that you're looking for. Pretty much the only thing that you find out is that the area of Saltmarsh is, and it's what you know already, that there was a Sewell settlement here at one time of basically people who were fleeing the Sewell Imperium before it became the Colors Fire and all the evil magical stuff started happening. And there was some Flan that used to live in the area too, and they're all gone. And none of those guys were here when the current residents started showing up and founded Saltmarsh.
All right. I'm telling that in a long, drawn-out, most boring way possible.
Excellent. That's not a problem. Okay, so unless anybody, because you guys you were coming back, you were getting to the Fishbone Tavern, and you were going to rest and recuperate. One thing I remembered is I don't think I handed out any experience points for the first episode.
You did.
You did.
I did.
Oh, the first episode. No.
The first.
Oh, the first episode. No, sorry, my apologies.
Yes, because there wasn't any combat or anything, but I should still give you some experience for showing up, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
Role
so
play?
who wants to make the roll to see how much you get?
I can do it.
Okay, Katie's going to do
Hey,
it.
no.
So what I need you to do is just roll a d20. Just roll me a d20. Do you remember how to on the left? There's that toolbar, and you can just go to the 20-sided.
This
die.
is where we put Katie's roll 20 chops to the test. Something's
13.
happening. 13.
Okay, cool.
There you go.
So you guys basically will all get 25 experience points.
Cool. I'll take it.
Okay, and let's see, how much did you guys get last time? Was it
100?
100.
100? Okay, so what I'm going to say, Michael, is go ahead and give your guy, I don't want you to be too far behind, so I'm going to give you 50 altogether. So you can just put 50 on your sheet. So you'll be, 75 behind, right?
Yep.
So, and Katie, you can go ahead and do the same thing. Go ahead and put 50 experience points down on your sheet. And then, yes. And we had decided it is 300, correct? That is second level.
To level 2,
Yeah.
I think Wizard of the Coast decided that, but and if you'd like to be a sponsor, Wizard
All
of
right,
the Coast, we'd love
smartass.
to have you.
The illustrious DM has decided that it's 299.
Oh,
There you
Keep
go.
talking.
Knock the whole experience point off for you.
Wow,
Living
you
on
are
the edge.
illustrious.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so everybody is sleeping. Now, Addison, you've come to town, and I'm saying that basically you set off your travel and all this different stuff. I don't know what your personal how you're playing, Addison, but would she come early in the morning? Is she a morning person?
Come in the dead of night.
Or would she come in the evening? I mean,
Morning.
okay,
Under the
excellent.
cover of darkness.
Yeah, so it was really early is basically what it is. So basically you get into Saltmarsh before the sun, the sky is just starting to turn some orange and different colors as the sun is getting ready to come up, and you make it into Saltmarsh. The guards at the gate that you come in let you through because actually you are known here because technically Saltmarsh is your hometown, even though it's not. Because where you live,
It's the closest city.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you get it. Well, let's be honest. You guys lived in the sticks,
Yeah.
you know, and this is the closest thing to civilization around here. But they know you, you know, and so they let you in, and you start making your way through the streets of Saltmarsh as it gets ready for a brand new morning. And you make your way to the Fishbone Tavern because that's the same place the Chance always goes because he's got a crush on the girl. Did we decide what the name of the?
Her name was Flo, the waitress.
Flo, yes, Flo. He's got a crush on Flo, although he'll never admit it. And
I admit it to everybody.
okay. Even Flo, I take it, right? Okay. And so you come into the front. You come through the front door into the Fishbone Tavern. Now, the Fishbone Tavern is a little bit higher scale for a small fishing town like this, but currently there's really only two people there. When you come in, there's Susha, who's the owner. She's actually up, and you see her busying, like walking about. She's getting the fires ready and things along these lines to warm up the common room, and doesn't really need much because it's springtime, you know what I mean, but it's still got that little bit of spring chill. And every once in a while you see that big lurch. There's a guy, Warren, who is like her secondhand man. He's like the 7-foot tall guy. He's got a mop of black hair, kind of looks like a lurch if he was a beetle. So
The fifth beetle, Lurch.
Yeah, the fifth beetle, Lurch. You got it. So and they're moving around in the bustling, getting stuff ready for the morning crowd that would come in before they go out and go out onto. Matter of fact, I take that back. There's actually quite a few people in there. because we're talking about fishermen. And the fishermen would definitely be up early.
About fishermen.
We are talking about fishermen. So there's a crowd
Tuesday nights. You come here for fish talk, folks.
Oh no, you know what? Okay, I was right. I know my own setting. That they're all down at the snapping line. That's where the fishermen are.
Yeah, this is the townie bar. Not the
visitors and
Travelers bar, the tourist bar.
The tourist
And the
bar.
merchants.
That's the word.
So yeah, they're not up early, probably most of them.
So there you go. We're gonna pick up right there. You come walking into the place. What is Addison going to do?
Burn it down.
I'll offer to help the owner set up.
So Susha goes, "Oh, Addison, your friend Chance is here. He came in just the other night. He left word for you, but then he came back with a bunch of friends that he's made on this ship of his.
Friends.
And he looked haggard, dear. He looked like he'd seen a ghost. And he went up to
looked fine, by the way. I look never.
You're not there.
I'm saying this in my sleep upstairs in my room.
Okay.
I look great.
This is what Susha is saying. Okay. He looked kind of bad. Like he'd seen a ghost, and they all went up to that Hashdar's, that that haunted house that's a couple miles outside of town. For whatever godforsaken reason, they went down there, and when they came back, they looked terrible, especially the Voda. Yes, that's his name, the green fish man. And
Not a fish man.
yeah. Well, that's what she said.
A lot has changed in 2 years,
Again.
Addison.
I know.
Y'all understand the rules of the game, right?
Yeah.
No. Okay, and so she's like, he's been expecting you. He left word to let you know what he was doing, but he's sleeping upstairs right now. So, and if you help, she'll let you help get stuff ready, and she'll basically give you breakfast for helping.
Sounds good. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right, cool. All right. So, who amongst you rabble rousers are early risers? I definitely get the feeling that Errol is. Am I right?
For
in
sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Since I only sleep 4 hours a night, I've probably been up all night doing research. But
There you go. Trying to draw invisible lines. I could see it. The wall inside of your room has
Got the
string.
red thread connecting everything.
yeah,
Voda's not really.
papers scattered everywhere. Yeah.
Given his druthers, he doesn't get up super early unless he has to. So.
Okay, so I guess what we're going to say is that Cyprian, you will come down. If you wish, it's totally up to you. But you guys can start saying.
If I come down, I have like a big bundle of my research and stuff just kind of under my arm when I go to the closest table and start spreading it out. And if some goes to the floor and.
So this is what happens though. But before you get down and before you get downstairs, you leave your room, close the door, and you turn into the hall, and there's another door closes, and it's Errol. And you guys are like looking at each other in the hallway. And
I have like the 2 books I found in the haunted house, as well as Chance took one.
Oh, he didn't give it back to you?
He never gave it back.
Back to him.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. Okay.
But so I also I'm overladen with books, and I fell asleep trying to read through them a second time before I went to bed last night, and now I'm going to try to get it in a little bit more this morning. And so there's just this kind of like stare down of like the mirror image of your nerdy self.
Once a blue fishman.
Fishman.
Yeah. So I'm going to say this even because you rolled really well with impressing Ellendir. And so he is going to allow you, Cyprian, to borrow one of his books. So you can say, give me a general idea. Now, these are all like mostly history books are the only thing that you found of any interest.
Yeah, I was looking for stuff to do with ruins or lost library.
The closest, you didn't find any of that. The closest thing you found is there's definitely a history book about the early stages of Saltmarsh and the setup of it.
Okay, yeah, I mean, anything like that, I would be studying closely, looking for clues.
Okay, all right, excellent. Okay.
Well, you must be Cyprian. I've heard quite a bit. You may remember me from the boat. I was the one
Yes, you were the one who took ill and was unable to join us initially in this city.
Yes, yeah, my first time at sea. I guess it's not for everybody.
Yes, well, you'll get used to it. I'm hopeful.
I fear I won't. I think it's an inner ear thing, and my equilibrium. It just there's, well, maybe. What do you have there?
My research. It is very important, and you probably would not understand it.
Oh, snap, Charles. He basically just took his glove off and slapped you. Oh, that's academic. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, then, by all means, you go about your research.
I see you have a book or two. Were you looking at something?
Just new acquisitions. I like to read whatever I can get my hands on, and there's the only things I've been able to get my hands on so far in this place. But it was an interesting read. Was there anything of note in them when I was reading them last night, Will?
No, I mean, they're interesting in the insights that they have, but they're basically on the topics. There's nothing magical about it, but you're like, oh, that's interesting. Oh,
right.
That's pretty much.
I'm almost done with my second time through on each. Some interesting tidbits on various gemstones, and then some just different mathematical, insights and equations and the foundations behind them and how they came about. It's an interesting read.
Yes, I'm sure.
I think we're just going to be the best of friends.
It's like a nerd standoff, and
it was a sweet moment until Will turned to bullying.
I turned to bullying. How'd I bully? I didn't bully. What are you talking about? Okay, so as you guys are walking down the stairs, and they're talking and they're about their books, what was happening. So Susha comes over and she comes over to Addison and goes, Addison, dear, those are two of his friends.
Again, we use the word friends pretty liberally here.
Okay, so you guys go and
look up and kind of be like, hey.
Oh, hell, you must be Addison. Addison, I'm Errol. I'm a new friend of Chance's. You are Addison, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
He's told me, not so much about you because we were kind of busy, but he told me about you.
Your name,
I'm Errol,
for example.
Who is Addison?
And just so
I did not tell Cyprian a thing about it.
Oh, sorry, Addison. This is Cyprian. Cyprian, this is Addison.
Do you work for somebody here, or are you going to fetch me something, or what is your purpose here?
I'm a friend of Chance's.
Chance. Oh, that's little deckhand. Yes, I had hired him previously to show me about this charming little hamlet.
Paid me.
Now, at any time that Chance and Voda want to come down, now it's up to you guys to say when you're going to interject into coming down into the tavern. Okay, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Sorry, I meant, what time is it roughly?
I don't know, guys. It's probably pretty early. It's probably like 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, no, exactly.
It'd probably be more like 2 hours. Well,
Yeah, I'm a 16-year-old boy who doesn't have to work for the next 2 weeks. So chances are.
There's just like Snickers wrappers.
That sounds good.
I need to get my camera and go into my son's room. Actually, no, I don't want to do that.
Probably not.
No.
Yeah, I'd say probably about
ahead,
equivalent of 9-ish is when Voda might come down.
Okay.
I'm probably used to getting up early, so I probably can't sleep past like 8 or 8:30.
Oh yeah, man, dude, on the ship they make you get up way early. So,
what's the name of the woman who is running the kitchen? Or
Susha, she's the owner. She owns the tavern, and Warren is her lurch man, and then Flo is the other waitress.
Oh, that's right, Flo.
Flo doesn't usually come in until later.
Okay, so Susha's got the Susha. Could I just get just real simple? 2 fried eggs, runny yolk, more cooked on one side than the other. 2 pieces of toast, rye toast. Wheat toast is not rye toast. A cup of coffee black, but then put cream in it. But it's important that you make it and serve it black, and don't put the cream until you're at the table. It's prime drinking. Anyway, it's a whole thing. But then just that, and the quail eggs I should have mentioned, and then a nice glass of orange juice, and I'd be just right as rain.
Would you happen to have any wakame?
She's like looking between the two of you guys. She goes, well, we have breakfast stew for breakfast. There's eggs in it, and there's
Eggs?
sausage.
Why would you eat eggs?
Well, I'll bring some things out to you, gentlemen. We don't have all of what you were asking for, but I can fry some eggs for you. I don't have quail eggs, and by all means, I do have coffee. I can definitely bring you coffee.
Yeah, I suppose that'll have to do. Just 2 fried eggs, please, and coffee. But again, any milk or cream, don't put it in before you come out.
Thank you, Frank Reed, for subscribing to us here on Greyhawk Adventures, Ghosts of Saltmarsh.
Thank you, Frank. You're my number one guy. What movie is that from?
And it looked like
The Joker, Batman, first Batman.
Number one guy.
It looked like Dylan gifted the sub to him, so thank you, Dylan.
What? Dylan is a stud and a half. Dylan Trahan, you can find him every Wednesdays right here on Wicked Studios LLC, Tales of a Savage Land. All right. So, okay, so you guys get on your tables, you open up your books, you start doing your stuff. She brings out and puts.
I'm actually asking all kinds of questions like, what is sausage? What is that? What is this?
And no
and
one
you
can
know what
answer you.
she said.
Very strange foods here.
She's like, you know what?
You're asking me what you're right. I absolutely would not have understood your research. Yeah.
And Addison is kind of just staring at both of you. She's an awkward 14-year-old. She doesn't know. She's just like, all right, I'm here.
And I'm like 115 years old, so you're like just a newborn.
And I'm completely oblivious to any. I'm just there. Addison's here, and she's.
So basically, this is what happens. Cyprian starts asking questions of Susha. Susha stops and has her mouth hanging open, and she's got to close it. And so does Errol. Errol's all like, "Are you kidding me?"
I thought this guy was smart.
You can't keep yourself from commenting. You're like, no, I'm not gonna. That sausage, it comes from a pig, and you start going into.
Yeah, like the step-by-step procedure on how you butcher the pig and what organ, like what part it is, and if it.
I'm writing all this down.
This is pork.
Excruciating. No, and we're constantly circling back, and as I extract.
Right, so,
But they're definitely not his friends.
No, yeah, I told you. Yeah. At this point,
really need to get down here because this is just going to go on.
Yeah, at this point, I start walking down the stairs. I hear them going back and forth, and I think, "Oh, for Christ's sake, I'm going to go back to bed." but then I see Addison, and I'll just hurry down the stairs, give her a big hug, and say, it's good to see you.
Oh, thank God for coming down.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize.
Oh, Cabin Boy, you've arrived. Come join us. Join us. We've gotten rather fond of you.
It looks like there's not enough room at the table, so maybe
No,
we'll go
there's
sit
plenty of room. I
at
move
the
some
bar.
stuff aside and grab your arm and escort you over and flop you to a chair.
Oh, and I say, Addison, I got you something, and I pull out a book.
There's room for your friend too.
I pull out a book from my pack, and it says it's the magical properties of herbs and.
You didn't write it down, did you?
No.
No, of course you. Why would you do that? Okay.
What is it? It's the magical properties of herbs and plants.
These are the books that were cured, and I'll say this because two of these Jairus has currently. There's the magical properties of gemstones by the Archmage Tensor.
Right.
Real dude. Okay. The magical properties of herbs and flowers by the
That was
Archmage
close.
Tensor. That's it. And then there's the metaphysics of mathematics by the mage Nistel. There you go.
Can you repeat the name of the author of the Properties of Herbs and Flowers?
Tensor,
Tensor.
T-E-N-S-E-R. And
He's got a
you can roll. I kind of like the common knowledge skill. And matter of fact, I'm going to let each and every one of you've got this skill. Okay, and the skill is basically whatever your wisdom modifier is, you can add it onto your roll. So go ahead and just
or subtract it, as it were.
You're still technically adding it, just adding a negative number.
That's fair.
Yes.
That's fair.
So go ahead and give me a D20 roll there, Katie. And then if you have any modifier for your wisdom, which you probably do because you are a druid. So yes, you know exactly who Tensor is. Tensor is was at one time, and I'm not sure. I don't know if I have. Hey Jay, if you're on here, is Tensor in 586 still part of the Circle 8, or did he die? Anyway, super powerful wizard. Part of what was called the Circle 8, which was basically like, the United Nations of wizards getting together to basically oversee the land, sort of thing. So yeah, so these books and Nistel too was part of the Circle of 8, I do believe, but I could be wrong. But
Yes,
he's another powerful.
Jay is still here, and he says yes.
Yes. Okay. Cool. And so he too is a very powerful wizard. These books are actually pretty valuable books.
And I know how much you like plants and magic and magical plants. So I when we found this book, I thought you would really enjoy it.
So as soon as the book comes out, Errol stops with his breakfast and he hops up. He's like, "Oh, Addison." He waits till he hands it to Addison. He's like, "Would you mind? Could I see that?"
Don't let him take the book. He won't give it back.
So, funny story about that book. That's my book.
It's not your book.
He stole it off my dying.
I saved his life.
While I was unconscious and dying, he found it fit to rob me before he helped me, and that's where that book comes from.
When you say it like that, it doesn't sound good.
She's sort of fumbling and putting it into her backpack while this is all happening.
Oh, so you'd like to be company to the burglary? I understand. Okay, at least
it wasn't your book, really.
It wasn't my book.
No.
How was it not my book?
Is this when Dad Voda comes downstairs? Because you're the father figure of all these youngins, right?
I'm not gonna. I am gonna start slumping downstairs. I've had a rough night. Centipede Venom's nothing to laugh at, and I'm just gonna kind of like stagger down and go up to the bar. And was it Warren, or what's the dude's name?
Warren. Yep.
Is Warren like a thin 7 foot tall, or is he like a big?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna be like, tall guy, string bean man.
Wow.
Do you have any coffee, something like that? Some good stuff. That coffee.
He just puts it. He puts a cup on the counter.
Yeah.
He walks back through the back door into the back room, which is he moves slow. He's like Lurch. He doesn't go fast. And it's like a couple heartbeats, and then like he comes through. They have beads. It's a bead curtain because those are cool.
Yeah.
He comes through back out, and he's got a pot of coffee.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you.
Coffee.
I'll take that and whatever stew or whatever you got. I don't care. Thanks.
He turns, walks real slow back into the back again.
I feel that. I feel it.
He's gone a couple of heartbeats, comes back out with a bowl, and he puts it on the counter.
Thanks, mate. I forget, was breakfast included in our deal?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I'll just put like a silver on the bar as a tip for him then. So,
and he goes, "Thank you."
Thank you. And then I turn around and sort of like I'm holding my I'm drinking the coffee, and I'm holding up like, all right, what are you lot already arguing about this early in the day?
I'm not arguing at all. I'm just trying to point out the fact that property was stolen from me, and now it seems to be changing hands, and that's fine.
Property that you came upon only because I invited you to the haunted house. Oh, by the way, Addison, there's a haunted house that we're investigating. Right. I've already been here a day. I already found an adventure.
It's a bit early for this. You didn't own this book before the Alice, right there?
No.
Mr. Priestman?
And I asked him nicely for the book, and he said no. And then he was dead, so I took it. But then, as payment, I healed him. Right.
Oh,
and I even gave him the rest of the healing potion in case he dies again.
You gave me the rest of the. Thank you.
Well,
so
you
much
stole it. You stole it from my hand.
You pilfered it out of my pocket, and thank you so much.
Technically speaking, it rolled out of your pocket onto the floor.
Literally the Dude, thank you so much, young man.
I could have helped
There's
anybody.
nothing more ill-bred than this constant bickering between you. Please cease and desist at this moment.
While this is all happening, I'm gonna pull Chance aside and be like, "These your friends?"
No, everybody else from the ship left, and I was stuck with these guys.
Yeah. Oh, wait, are we going back to that house? Or I'm a bit mixed on that, to be honest with you.
Well, we barely got to explore it. We really just got to a few rooms and then some bugs attacks.
I mean, I'd like to go back, but there's those little leggy things. They were all nasty.
They were particularly vicious.
They were.
I tried to consult my Archimedes throughout the night, and I couldn't find any other record of bugs.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'm not like a faint little flower or anything, but those things pack a bit of a punch there at the bite.
We almost died.
Well, now we know to look out for them and
Yeah.
not to let them bite us. Simple.
I mean, I don't like to back down from a challenge, so I suppose I'll go if everyone else still wants to.
Well,
Whoa! Oh shit! Where'd Ned come from?
there's probably nothing up there, guys. I mean, and you guys all look, and there's Ned, and he's got his hood up, and he's got some white hair coming out from underneath.
And for Addison and for those watching who weren't watching last week, Ned is a Drow cosplayer essentially.
It's a fluke of roll 20. Yeah, look, mate. Look, we've had a bit of a good beginning. We've been bad brothers in arms, but mate, you don't need the sun's not going to hurt you, mate. It's really not. You're okay. No. All right, whatever. It's fine. You do you. That's all right. I'm sorry.
Who are we to judge? Really? This is
the human psyche is a complicated thing. Or the elven psyche, I guess.
That's it. Elven
yeah,
psyche.
right.
Look, those ears are not real. You can see where he's adhered them to the top.
He just pulls his hood down a little bit more.
Again, I think that is his preferred pronoun. So,
right.
And then he goes over.
He goes over. You said you wanted to go back, or you didn't want to go back? I couldn't quite understand what you're saying there.
It seems to me that our friend here is starting to gurgle a little bit more. He's obviously been close to the water all
Yeah, he slept in the bathtub.
Yep.
He needs a chance to dry out again.
What I was thinking there, guys, is, it's an old house. It's probably nothing there. I mean, no sense going back and risking life and limb.
Man.
I'm interested in seeing it.
Yeah.
Well,
Ned, I thought you
guys
could talk. I thought that was your whole thing. Was you're a big tough guy.
Yeah, that was the whole thing.
No, you see,
Are there more books there that you left behind, perhaps?
There's just mystery.
We don't know because we didn't get to investigate the entire house.
Right.
So there may be more research available there.
Absolutely.
It may be.
I see.
There's also probably bitey centipede things, but yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
And we should probably make haste to this location and locate the remainder of the stash. I cannot.
We haven't even been in this haunted house at night, guys. I mean, this is.
Well, I don't think we want to do that, right?
That's part of
We
the
all in
fun.
agreement? No.
I don't see the difference between being there in the daytime or the nighttime.
Well, it's spookier at night. That's
the nighttime's the right time.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, it's true. From the research I've conducted, spectral activity does it almost triples once the
Do you
sun's
think
down.
these specters are going to point us to the way to the library? Because I don't.
Oh, you know what we can do? We can go there now. We can, look around. If we find a library, that's great. I won't take any more books.
Right.
I just wanted a gift for my friend, and I thought she would like this.
Right.
I tried to read it, and I fell asleep immediately. I didn't even get through through the copyright page. But, because I'm assuming Tensor has a copyright page. In the front of his book.
Of course he does. Of course
It
he
says
does.
tensor mark, TM.
Yeah. But then we can stay there
No.
overnight.
No. We don't need to do that. Right.
I mean,
You do know this much. I will point out that there was the story of the two wizards that came to town and lived here for a while, and one of them, they erected the tower that was in the graveyard that was then destroyed by the townsfolk. But before that happened, they had a spat and they split up, and one of the wizards went up the coast and built this house.
And founded a company that makes really good RPGs.
So
This was actually the first iteration of the Odd Couple.
There you go.
All the more reason to perform some research.
Well,
Right,
and
you know what?
that's the thing, though. These wizards came to town for a specific reason, and they would go around researching and looking in different places and stuff. But nobody really knows what they were looking for.
Yeah,
Right.
who cares? Haunted house.
Yeah, fine. You know what? I mean, I don't want. I've done dangerous things, right? So yeah, fine. Yep. Haunted house. Great.
That's the spirit.
Oh, by the way, I'm sorry. I'm Voda. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is Addison. She's my best friend.
Nice to meet you. Chance seems like a pretty good lad, I think.
Oh, thanks. That's the nicest
so-
thing anyone has ever said to me.
Yeah.
Since I've been on the ship, anyway.
I believe it.
Right. Well, I've
Well
just
said.
about finished my breakfast, so I'm good whenever you all are.
Yes, I do not have any wakame or anything edible, so we may as well move along.
What do you eat?
They
What
do
is
have
wakame?
more vegetables.
Like, do you eat seaweed? Like, what do you eat down there?
Do you
I
just like
believe
leave your
all
mouth
it.
open and just eat whatever floats in, like a whale?
No.
Oh,
I do enjoy the harvest of the sea, yes.
Right.
Creatures that you might catch there, the plant life that you might harvest there. But,
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
You guys are starting to see that, and Sousa starts, gets a bigger grin than normal because there seems to be more activity in her place than normal at such an early hour, and people are starting to filter in to look at the green man and the blue man.
But and I do start going into excruciating detail about the dietary habits.
I
of
say,
our
okay.
aquatic
So
elf.
as soon as you do that, all right,
Yes.
haunted house, and I'll get up. I'll grab Addison's hand and walk
I'm
out the
taking
door.
notes.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a little bit of blue on me. It's fine. Whatever. If you want to green, it's totally fine on my skin. It's all right. Yeah. Well, thank you, Susha and tall guy, and
Susha and the Tall Guy, another sitcom.
yep.
Right?
Another, and I say this loudly, another lovely breakfast here in Saltmarsh.
Oh, well, thank you. And she gives you like a little mock curtain.
And I'll sort of start trudging my way out.
Okay. All right. So you guys all go outside, and I take it you start trudging your
Oh,
way
I'm trudging.
back up the coast to the haunted house. Correct?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All
Did we
right.
want to hire another cart this time, or are we just gonna hoof it up there? It's
Well, you guys, I mean, you didn't hire a cart last time. I mean,
oh, we did it.
No.
What did we do?
No.
last time?
No.
No,
I think we
we
talked
just
about it
walked.
and we just walked.
Okay, all right, walking it is. That's fine then.
Yeah.
Hiring a cart does seem more agreeable.
I told you he would agree. I
can't
100%
imagine wishing to walk all that way on purpose.
Well, you know,
That's what I said too, but we've already done this once, and let's just go. It wasn't that bad. It gave me time to organize my thoughts. Maybe you do this.
yeah. Also, if you're new to the land there, Cyprian, it might be good to get a little bit of a experience with the old leggy legs, you know. So,
I live on an island. There's
well,
plenty
I
of
don't
land.
know where you live,
In a
man.
mansion on an island with
I
all
also-
of my family.
I also assumed you lived underwater.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know.
Yeah.
Did
So
you
you guys-
notice how he had to mention the mansion? That's classic overcompensating. It's textbook stuff. guys.
So, young Miss
I live there
Addison,
with my grandparents and my great grandparents and my
Oh.
great great grandparents and
Yeah.
many cousins and
Your
many
family line is
nieces
very
and
important
nephews.
to you, isn't it?
Does anyone have the
all.
silence spell?
It is the
Yeah.
most important thing in the world, is it not? To everyone.
well, probably not everyone. But Young Miss, what do you do? Are you a farmer or a herds person or something
Speaking
like
of,
that? Fisher?
What does Addison look like? I mean, we've gotten a good idea of what everybody else here looks like. I mean,
I imagine she
We
goes
do-
to junior
we
high.
do. it goes to junior high. We do have. Hold on a second, and I can blow it up. We've got.
Yeah, that's lots of public education.
So I actually based Addison off of a character that I used to love as a kid. And the reason I think I loved her as a kid is because I related to her so much. So she basically looks like myself, especially now that I have braces because she's 14.
Yeah. So.
And there's an image of her token.
Yep.
There you go.
A very, very, very large image. Yes.
There you go. There you go. Okay, cool. All right, so let me get rid of that. Bloop. Okay,
So yeah, I'll also try to figure out what she does. Like, is she,
well, what does she dress like?
All black.
All black? Oh,
All black.
she's one of those goth druids.
Apparently with trim with a green collar, though.
You know what? Ned comes over to you and goes, really dig to your clothes.
I thought you weren't coming.
Oh, well, I was going to come. I just thought it was a bad idea. I mean, to tell you the truth, the whole reason I went the first time because I thought it would be easy. I mean, I figured you got all this muscle and guys with us. We go up there, bing, bada, boom.
So you're just, I mean, if you're not going to help.
No, he helped. Yeah, I remember him helping, I think, unless I was knocked out by that point.
Yeah.
But,
I think he did something, right?
Yeah. Ned's a good guy. Thanks, Ned.
No, I mean, Ned, you're fine. It's not that I dislike you, Ned. I just thought you weren't coming.
Ned was able to find the secret compartment. They got the battle of Hela.
Yep.
That's right.
He was helpful.
Ned killed the first centipede like that.
That's right. Ned's
I
good
killed
guy.
a centipede like that too.
I mean, if you guys know,
No, I won't.
And then saved Errol's life.
So you guys,
After all the danger had ceased, and it was a simple matter of pouring a drop of liquid into my mouth. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you don't know that. You don't know the details.
So basically, what it is, yes. Here, 1 second. I'm going to put it in there. Basically, see, I'm totally a dude. I can't do more than one thing at a time because then bloop. Okay, so this guy Ned. Okay, everybody else here knows except for Cyprian and Addison. So I'm going to explain Ned to you guys. Ned is kind of he's got like a thin athletic build to him. He's not a really big guy, but he's not, he's kind of average in all departments. But the thing that you notice about him right off the bat, and it's kind of obvious, is that Ned is trying to look like a drow. He's got a white wig on. He's got obvious makeup on, this like dark purple makeup that he has all over his face.
Is he like in effectively in blackface? Because that's not cool.
No, it's purple face.
He's purple face.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Is he in blackface?
Yeah, it's the
Nope.
Al
Purple.
Jolson of
Purple face.
It's Grimace.
He thinks he's talking in a drow accent. As far as he's concerned, that's the way the drow talk. And so,
I like it.
Yeah.
Very sort of lazy aristocratic. Yeah, all right. I can see that.
Yeah. So that's Ned. Okay. And they met Ned in the Empty Nest, which was the bar where the shady types hang out. Okay. Because that's where Grimpus was at. And when they.
Oh, right. I forgot where we met.
It's worth mentioning that he goes to all the trouble to dress up as a drow, but still chooses to go by Ned.
Do we know what his actual race is? Is he human?
Oh, he's totally human. He's human.
Yeah, it's painfully obvious to see.
His disguise is not very good. Is basically what I'm saying. It's like it's obvious that this is a human dressing up as what everybody hears is what drow look like, because none of you guys have seen a drow.
It's important that this developed after we hired him, because if he was described to us this way in the tavern, there was not a chance that
this only happened because the token provided by Roll20 he looked like a drow.
It is a drow. And I'm like, what the hell? He's a human. What the hell is this? So
I love it.
Yeah, good times. Okay, so you guys start. You leave out of the Fishbone Tavern. You start walking through the streets and following it up to the path or the once road, because it's a really big path. It's like a cart path. Okay, it doesn't have a super lot of travel on it because people out here they don't take the road from here to Seaton. They just take a boat.
Right.
You know what I mean? So there's not a lot of travel on it, so it's slightly overgrown. But you go up, you go past the cemetery again. You go past the Temple of Procan, which is a sea god, and you go past the Leap. Remember, that's the area where if somebody has a family member that is lost at sea, they go up and jump off of the cliff for some reason, and if they survive, supposedly it helps their dealing.
Sure.
I know, right?
I like it.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
Makes sense.
Errol, the next time you die, I'm going to jump off the cliff.
There you go. He didn't die this time.
Okay.
I don't know next.
Yeah, let's work that out.
Please don't do that.
I wasn't
Okay.
really going to do it.
Let's go ahead and get us the map. Get back the map. Okay, so you guys go upon
Hello,
your
Lee
way.
Kim. Welcome.
Hey, what's happening,
What's up,
Lee
Lee?
Kim? What's happening, man?
Hello.
Okay, so we are back again outside of the mansion. Now, the mansion is on a little bit of an outcropping of on the cliff, and again, it is old, run down. It is primarily built of stone, though. Like the doors and the roof and what have you appear to be, well, the roof is actually slate. I don't know if any of you have ever seen a slate roof before. That's one of the reasons why it's been able to stand the test of time. This mansion has been empty now for over 50 years. Okay. And that little breakup and spat between the two wizards happened like over 60 years ago. So and there is, again, there's the 10-foot wall that goes around the entire mansion, but there's plenty of holes and what have it in the walls there. And the only thing that of interest that was on the outside was the well, and that's
Right.
it. But that's the only distinguishable feature. Okay, so which way are you guys going to go in this time?
Should we go in the same way?
I would approach the front door. Now that
We left through the front door, right? Or do we not?
Yes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did.
Actually, no. I think we went out the
No.
back, and then Errol went out the side by the kitchen.
One over
right?
here. Yeah, that's
Right.
where I went out. Mhm.
Oh, that's a good point. If we haven't been through this door yet, then I'll, in case it traps, go through one we've been through.
Okay, so
Go
you
through
guys
the
are
wall.
over here.
Yeah, good idea, Lee Kim. We're gonna go through the wall.
Yeah.
I
So
never see it coming that way.
Head first. Just run as fast as you can.
to bring your token out there, Addison, what you're going to do is you'll go to in the top right where it looks like a newspaper.
The journal.
Yeah. Find your character's name, put your little pointer over it. When it turns blue, then you're going to drag and drop it. And they are right over here.
Yeah, Cyprian doesn't look haughty at all.
Yeah, right.
Not at all.
Look at that token, man. Jesus.
Here, hold on. I'll get it to him. Get really good.
Yeah, the artist who really nailed Cyprian.
Yes, he did a good job there.
I mean, I don't know what you guys are going for, but I think you did a pretty good job with everybody.
I did too. It really was great.
Yeah, he followed directions.
Who was the artist again? Let's give him some props.
Macho oh God.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yes.
Wow. Is there anything this guy can't do?
Wow.
Mako Man. MACOMAN. He's on the end credits. He's on the end.
Nice.
There
He
you
is
go.
on the end credits, yeah. But I thought it'd be nice to give him a shout out now. It was my mistake. All we did was butcher his name and then make fun of him.
There's
Well,
no such thing as bad publicity.
If people can't find you, it is.
Well, I guess that's true.
It's like, his name's Steve, and I'm calling Mako Man. It's like, what? That's not me.
Okay,
so
you can punch it in Google, do the rest. It's
there you go. So you guys are at the back door there.
Yeah, I'm going to hope it's a little looser on its hinges now and try to open it.
No, it is not, and it's closed completely.
What the? Somebody else
Everybody
was here.
go ahead and give me a perception roll.
That's
Right.
not terrible.
Perception.
15.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right for me. It's got a 7 there.
Do you want that from everybody?
Yes. If you're looking around.
Not really.
Okay. Let me go back.
I'm waiting for you to show me where the library is.
Okay. So Chance and matter of fact, Errol, Chance, it doesn't Addison, it's you don't notice anything different actually.
It all looks the same to you.
Yeah, because this is your first time here. Voda and Cyprian, you guys don't notice for whatever reason. But as you're coming up, you notice that. Remember before how I told you that all the windows, most of the windows were intact.
Right.
Right.
Ones that
But dirty.
but dirty. But you could still tell that there was an interior behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All the windows seem dark on the inside now.
Oh, that's just great.
That's not good.
Right. So, should we turn back then, or?
Well, we
Well,
can't
yeah.
turn back. This is part of the.
religion check to see if I know anything about ghostly bodies, or if this could be related to some sort of haunting.
Well, let's see. You know for a fact specifically, you don't know of any. It would have to be something that would be more specific to a type of haunting or something. It's not necessarily known as like general common knowledge of ghosts blacking out windows. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to make one of those rolls and see if it's something specific that you know of, we can have one of your percentage rolls.
I will give you guidance.
This is actually it's a percentile. So let's see, how would we do that? A guidance one would be 10% per, because guidance gives you what, +1 or +2?
Gives you a D4.
It gives you advantage on a roll normally.
It gives you a D4.
Well, actually,
Oh, D4. I'm sorry.
tell you the truth,
Right.
that wouldn't really work in this situation because it's recalling information from a location.
I rolled pretty low anyway, so it's
Actually, that's what you want.
Oh well, then I rolled a 23.
Okay, so you do know that there's quite a few different types of undead that are able to command darkness, actually bring up almost tangible darkness, shades and different things along these lines. It isn't until you get to an extremely powerful undead, though, that they're able to like call forth darkness that would normally be, I don't know, like during the day and something like that. Most darkness that most undead do is situational. Okay. Like, say, like they were getting ready to kill somebody, they would make it dark and then they would go after them and then it would just disappear after a little bit. You know what I'm
Okay.
So
saying?
there's a window right here beside us. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's how we
I
noticed
take
it.
my trident and I shove it through the window.
Oh shit! Get back.
Okay. This one right here? That one?
I guess.
Okay. Smash!
Hold on, I'm gonna back up before he does that.
I just like without warning, just.
So I'm about to speak, and then he does that,
Yes.
and does the window break?
Oh, yeah, it breaks.
I'm gonna race up and peer in. Is it dark inside?
Actually, you can see because let's see, where is? Oh, you're standing back there. Everybody's kind of looking, and I'll say that you guys can see this. I'll say that also that Addison kind of jumps to the side, and you bump into Chance, boom, boom, and you like kind of scoot him out of the way. As the trident breaks through the glass, it goes through it, and as soon as that grass that's just grimy and full of dirt falls down, the trident hits the fabric that is behind the window there, and it like rips into this fabric. It's as soon as that glass is gone, you notice that there is a heavy black curtain there now.
Huh.
It wasn't
like
here.
Little
Wasn't
curtain or like a curtain of darkness.
No, a curtain as an actual dark fabric, like a heavy, thick black
So
curtain.
I kind of like spin the trident a little bit and yank it back out and pull that curtain out.
Okay, and give me just give me a strength roll and don't bust a 1. That's all I need. Not a problem. It takes a little bit though. You're kind of like because it seems whatever it's attached to up there, it takes a little bit for you to basically to rip it off of the rings and what have you. And eventually it tears. You hear tearing, and it comes out. And you pull it out, and you've got this heavy. It's a heavy. Almost like a heavy faux what's that real like they make blankets out of it and stuff.
Fleece? Velvet?
Yeah, like a fleece. Fleece.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a fleece almost. It's so heavy.
Now, where is this library at?
Before we get to that,
Wait. This
curtains-
wasn't here before.
No, these were not drawn when we left.
And I don't think ghosts would hang these up.
Ghosts are very.
Is
tricky
somebody
things.
laughing?
Their behavior is very hard to predict.
Did anybody else hear that laughing?
Yes. No,
I'm opening
that's
the door and I'm
very-
running inside.
Okay, you go to open the door. It won't open.
Oh, is it locked?
I use my trident and break off the rest of the glass and say we can just use this entrance right here.
Can I make an investigation check, like peer into the window?
Sure. You want to look inside?
Yes, please.
I'm trying to pick the lock.
Okay, both give me rolls.
I did. We both did.
Oh, there.
You got to look at the screen.
Normally it goes. Whoop, whoop.
It
I
does.
didn't
We usually make
Yeah.
a noise, but not today.
Okay, so you go to pick it and you're like, aha, not locked. Okay.
God,
And
I
looking
hate this
in,
door.
you guys, when you look in, because now there's sunlight streaming in, you guys can see because it's all open here, and it's just like there's that fireplace, and it just looks all the same. There's nothing really in there. There's a pile of garbage in one corner, and that's about it.
I'm gonna say to Ned, honestly, I think the curtain's better than just darkness. Right?
Yeah,
I feel a
this
little bit better
is-
about that.
Yeah,
Something is afoot.
Yeah,
Can I make an Arcana check to see if there's any like weird magic?
Sure, go ahead.
Look, I mean, yeah, curtains
Nice.
and all. It's a little creepy, but
Nothing that you're seeing out of the ordinary at the moment. I mean, there's nothing that's, everything looks just normal.
How
Oh, yeah,
big
that
is this
curtain-
window?
you get that door open there.
You can't
no,
really
it's,
tell
no, it's
about
stuck
that.
again.
That laugh that you heard. You're not really sure about that.
Yeah. How big is
did
this
happen.
window?
Oh, you guys can climb through it.
So if I were to run, jump through it, do a forward roll, would
Yeah,
that
you
be
could-
possible?
You could definitely take a chance.
Leave it to chance.
I did that strictly for you,
I
Adam.
appreciate it.
Not a problem.
14.
Yeah, you're in there, not a problem. Now it's dark in here, but it looks the same, except for there are curtains that have been put up over
I'm gonna
all
rip
the
the
windows.
I'm gonna rip the curtain down from this window.
And you can, as you look over here, the door is boarded shut.
Oh, guys, the door's boarded shut. Come in through the window.
I'm gonna also
I
climb
step
the
in.
window.
Okay.
Right. I'm
And-
not
and-
gonna do anything fancy, but I will climb through it.
Ned's waiting to be the last one in, and he's kind of like, am I the only one that's slightly concerned about the
Nope.
laughter?
Nope.
I mean,
Nope.
No, this
There's a-
is all very concerning.
There's a
And,
mystery.
I pull my shield off my back, and I'm like way too big for me. And then I mutter some words, and I cast light on it. And I'm like, what? All right. And I-
Okay. Now
like,
it's
it's too big to really fit through the window, so the whole thing's kind of awkward. And meantime, Archimedes, check for anything about cackling ghosts. Cackling ghosts, Archimedes.
he finds a lot.
It's
Who is
not,
Archimedes?
it's
Well,
not
I'm
good
gonna-
news, my friend.
Well, I'm gonna try to start prying the boards off of this door.
Archimedes is his familiar, which is a sentient flying book.
Oh, yeah. I guess that's not commonplace, huh?
Yeah. So
I see
both
it all the time.
Addison and Cyprian, this is the first time you guys have really basically seen this. He takes, you explain it. What am I explaining your shit for? What
Well,
is-
yeah. So it's just kind of been on my back, and when I say something, it just like comes to life and opens up, and the binding of the book, it just kind of becomes like wings and it's flapping. And as I mentioned, the pages just start to turn on their own, and then it comes down to me, and I just see like long enough to just skim an entry, and then the pages spin again. There's another entry, and the pages spin again. There's another entry. I'm like, okay, all right. There are that laugh. Everyone, we should be concerned. There are numerous.
It's not a
Numerous
ghost. A ghost
entries.
wouldn't hang curtains up here. There's somebody in here messing with us.
I don't know.
What an interesting artifact there. Where did you acquire it?
Oh, I'm going down the hallway.
Wait, lad, you got a crowbar on you or anything like that?
Me? I do have a crowbar.
May I use it to pry these boards off in case we need a quick exit?
Oh, it's a good idea. Sure.
Very
Thanks.
smart. Yes.
So yeah, I'm gonna start prying the boards off in this door well.
All right, Ned gets out of the way, of course. Now, did Chance tear down all the curtains?
This one and this one.
Okay, when you tear down those curtains, basically what it is they're nailed into the wood, is what it is. They're not hung on any kind of like a pole or nothing like that. And of course, you tear them down. There's no problem, and light comes flooding in.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this room looks exactly the same as when you guys first came. The door, okay, is shut.
I'm gonna
Whereas
check it.
you guys were in here last time, and you walked through, and all
Yeah,
this
it was wide open.
and you left it wide open. Correct. Yes.
I'm gonna do an investigation check to see if there's any traps.
Okay.
I'd also like to point out
Nope,
there's
no
some
traps.
more windows I saw as we came up. So if we need to, we can just break more windows. And
Yeah,
abandoned house, not a problem.
I'm gonna try to just open the door because I'm confident there are no traps here.
Okay. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
That's luckily my specialty. Although at level 1, not so great. 14.
You make it. Okay. So you go, you start to turn or grab the handle, and it's got like one of those thumb depressor things. And you go to start, and as soon as you start pushing down on the thumb depressor, you notice a needle starting to come out of the lock of the keyhole, and you let go just as a needle shoots out and misses you.
Jeez. This was I can't believe it. This was actually trapped. It must have been an incredibly designed trap because I looked and I didn't see anything.
Yeah, that's true. You sure did.
There was a trap within the door.
Yes. A ghost would not leave a trap.
Ghosts do not typically booby trap. You're right.
That's why I said there's somebody fucking with us.
I think you might be right.
Will, have I finished ripping the boards off?
Oh yeah.
I'll hand the crowbar back. Thanks, lad.
Oh, my pleasure.
Do you want me to go first?
I mean, you
Up
say
to
that
you.
as if I'm incapable of going first.
All right, that's cool.
I mean, if you'd
man.
like to
The
go
word
first.
is actually incapable, Chance. Uncapable is not a word.
Yeah, I did say
Now
incapable,
you know
didn't
this
I?
going
I'll go first.
Oh,
I will be going in the middle somewhere, so you
Right.
may protect
I'll-
me
I'll
from
open the-
both
I'll open the
sides.
door and
I am
let,
very important.
I'll open the door and I'll let Addison go first.
You're
all right.
such a good friend. Okay, so
Underrated.
now
14-year-old.
How chivalrous.
we've got this hallway,
She's
and
more than capable. She's from what I've seen, she's a lot more capable than you guys.
there's this door,
He
and
is a child. So.
She's
this
the only
door.
one that I trust in a fight, frankly.
Fair.
so both of these doors into these rooms that you get both been into and investigated are closed again.
Huh.
But Cyprian. Yeah.
Where is
Oh.
that coming from?
Give me some perception rolls if you want to know.
That's a little bit creepy.
Ooh, nice.
So, was there a library in either of these rooms? If not, let's
Yeah,
just
There was a
continue.
library.
This one right here.
Ah,
15.
well then we must enter.
Go for it.
Addison, you do believe that you hear it coming from more than one location. You think you hear it coming from upstairs, and you think you hear it coming from down the hall. Both are coming from the let's see, because that's north. Both of them are coming from the eastern half of the house.
We've already inspected the library, Cyprian. There was only the 3 books.
I'm gonna let them know that I'm gonna relay that information to the group.
The 3 books. There was no other materials within the library at all.
They were all damaged. I took all I could.
So multiple cacklings. That's
That does seem to be the primary focus, yes. We are not alone in this place.
Well, let's check
Yeah,
down here
well-
first, I guess. Unless we want to split the party.
Will, is it like multiple people or multiple, like the sound is coming from multiple places?
It's coming from multiple places, but it's like the same sound. Okay, so it's almost as if like somebody had speakers from the same stereo in different
Right.
locations of the house. Not that anybody here's got stereo.
I mean, this place has got a good sound system. It's on the water.
Beach house.
It does have
right?
potential.
I mean, it's a flip if ever I've seen one.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely a fixer-upper, but
I'm gonna have
with
my hand on my
Jairus'
dagger
experience.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my crossbow for now.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I've got the rapier and short sword out.
All right. So
Lead the way, the young miss say.
You guys were here last time, not me.
I'll go
I'll
first.
lead on. I've never been here before.
I'm gonna just
Apparently
peek around the.
Came to investigate a library,
the
which is
hallway
not
here.
available, so I'm not sure why I'm here this time.
okay. So this is that foyer. Okay.
Right.
Here's
Anybody
the
in here?
stairs that go up to the second story or the first story, I guess you would say, landing.
And down here is where somewhere in this area is where she heard the laughter.
Yes, that she's indicating over in that area. The door, okay, the front door. Now these windows, they have curtains over them
Right.
again. And this door too is boarded.
Huh.
Right.
Somebody didn't want us coming back in here.
Can't
But
imagine
yet
why.
seems happy that we're here.
It's a bit of a mixed message. I'll call
Yeah,
you
it
that,
really
yeah.
is.
It
well-
might be a bluff. The laughter is very ominous. Maybe they're trying to scare us away.
Probably trying to. It's a good point. I'm gonna rip this curtain down. Get a little light in here first.
Boy, you mind if I crowbar this door again, lad?
Oh sure, yeah. I'll have at it.
Thanks.
While he's
I'll
doing
start
that,
trying-
I'll tear down the other curtain, I suppose.
Okay.
Because if nothing else, I want this asshole to have to redo all of the work that he or she put into this.
Okay.
I'll peer down that hallway and see what's up.
Okay, you look down this hallway, there's a door and a door, and then these as you guys have guessed, these are all windows.
Those are windows. Yeah.
All the windows in here have the curtains over them.
Well,
So
Right.
we've been down this way, and we've this is to Addison. Last time we went down this hallway, and there's the kitchen is down there. That's where we encountered the caterpillars. The dining room is here on the left. Not much interest, but we haven't been down this hallway yet. I'm with you if you want to inspect it. I'm curious as to what's in there, but it did seem like the laughs were coming from there, so it's a matter of risk and reward, I suppose.
Well, lead on.
yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, let's be cautious.
I'm right here behind you, supporting you.
All right.
And before he opens the door, he's like, "What now? Now these are some Archimedes. So common traps. Their triggers are either in the door handle itself or when the door begins to open. So look for string.
Yeah, this one was in the lock. It was very tricky to see. Almost impossible, one might say.
I'm going to investigate for traps before Voda enters.
Okay, go ahead and
Oh, all right.
roll.
Yeah, sure.
Give me an investigation. Nice.
I was just gonna kick it down and surprise him. But all right, yeah, that's fine.
It looks clean on the outside, but I don't know. There's just something funny about it as far as how
That's where
the door
laughter's
is.
from.
The door doesn't seem to be 100% closed. It's kind of like it's like a jar within the jam.
Huh.
So
Kicking it open might be a fun idea.
it's not trapped that I can see, but it does seem off.
It's definitely possible that there might be something like you were saying when the door opens,
Like
something
a bucket
might
on
trigger-
top. I've
Yeah,
seen
on
this-
the other side. I'm thinking maybe.
I've seen Home
So
Alone.
what I would recommend is maybe trying to stand clear of the door and just try to swing it open and avoid any backlash because it just seems suspicious.
We could go outside and peer through the windows.
There's probably
Well, I'm sure there's
blacked
curtains
out.
on them as well. And I mean, you're welcome to. It seems very far away to walk all the way around.
it's a schlep.
Right. I've got mate. Chance, you cool if I use this crowbar to push this door open?
Oh yeah, that's what it's for. All this kind of
Alright.
stuff. Yeah, I've never. To be fair, I've never used it until today.
Great.
You
Still haven't. Yes. Exactly.
Edison, are you sure you want to be standing right there when I open up this door here?
Absolutely not. I was just trying to move.
Great.
It is a very cramped hallway at this point.
And behind you right there.
All right. So yeah, I'll take the crowbar and kind of try to like, push the door from as far away as I can be from where it is to open it.
Okay, so you push the door open with the crowbar.
Yep.
Now, I want you to give me a dexterity saving throw. What is your bonus to dexterity saving throws?
2.
Okay, you get a +4 because
Okay.
of how you're doing it.
Great. Oh, an 8. Awesome. Good.
Ooh.
Or a 6, actually. A 6. Nice, even better.
Okay, you take 2 points of damage. I was
All
trying,
right.
and the DC was only 10.
Yeah.
I was working with you, man.
2 points. You got it.
Okay, so what happens is you push the door open and it swings open, and then when it swings open, there's something at the top. There's a string on the back of the door. So when it pulls this like pendulum that comes down and swings with a blade on it.
Right.
And it swings out into the hallway, and then just kind of like
Cuts the black curtain on the other window so more light shines in.
And let me reveal.
Ow. Yeah, right.
Oh, but wait, we have box text.
Oh.
Let's see what Wizards decides is in this room here. The only thing of note in the room is a clump of tiny red mushrooms growing around a fireplace in a semicircular formation. Otherwise, the room is bare.
Can we walk in here now?
I'm going to walk in just to look.
Yeah. I'll pop in.
Is this another door, Will? Or is this
Addison, do you know anything about these
that's
mushrooms?
that's the fireplace.
Can I make some sort of check to see if I know what these mushrooms are?
Sure.
Nature check?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same.
They are.
Oh,
yeah.
dang.
Oh, hello.
They are
showing off.
I'm about to get sold.
Well, they're. You're like, well, those are common mushrooms, and even though he got the, they're called bright buds.
I can give the
Bright buds.
proper long scientific name for them. And,
Yes, that's what the natural 20 got.
Go
You.
into their common uses and
They are edible, and they're called bright buds.
So they are
Like
edible,
butt?
but do you
Like-
really want?
Like a butt? Like,
Yeah, that's
like,
what it
like
sounds
a
like.
body part?
I
like
recommend that you harvest these and perhaps give them to the wench down at the tavern. She may be able to do
Well,
something.
don't call her that. Wait a minute. Who are you talking about? Because don't.
Whichever one prepares the food. I
Okay,
don't know their
all right.
names exactly. There's a sushi and a flazi.
Oh
and,
man. All right.
Hey, Will. Is this a fireplace?
That's a door, my friend.
Okay, that's what I was asking for. Okay.
That is a door, and
Right.
that door is. Oop, I got another thing. All the doors in here. They're wood. They're really solid construction. This whole place was really well built. That's the reason it's still standing. But
How are the walls?
The walls are actually doing really well. They're there's a lot of peeling, a lot of plaster has come off and behind the plaster you see all the wood slat.
So how are the
Different places.
these have the curtains on the windows yet?
Correct.
Oh, I'll
I'm
have
gonna-
torn those down. Or
Tear the windows, the curtains down, and break out the glass. Then just we have another point of exit should we need it.
Okay.
Right.
yeah.
Well,
And actually,
I'll look
when
into
this window's broken here, I'm gonna hop outside and be like, so friends, all these doors appear to be trapped. I would recommend we enter through the window.
I mean,
Yes, that was my suggestion earlier. But,
part of the
well,
fun is.
And I agree. I
not
completely agree.
interested.
Well, why don't we take a look and see? Maybe this one's not trapped.
Yes,
Yeah.
you say that as I'm shoving my trident.
I'm gonna investigate this.
I'm also like kind of pulling chance, like, come on, no, we're gonna come
I'm
up.
trying to. I rolled a 13. I probably would have got higher if I wasn't getting pulled out of the way.
Ned's all like, when you guys came in and it was dark, it's like every time you pull down a curtain and the light comes in, Ned goes. So
I
like,
think, Ned, you're not fooling anyone, my friend. You gotta drop the stick.
And as he's getting ready to go outside, he pulls his hood back up and
Does 13 look like it's trapped?
The light is, it's dangerous for my kind. Anyway.
You are no relation to me.
With that being said, it is time for us to take a break.
All right.
A quick break. So, hello, everybody out there. Thank you for tuning in and watching. If you're here for the first time, thank you very much. We appreciate it. If you're here for the 50,000th time, thank you very much. We appreciate that
Quite
as well.
a few times.
Yeah.
I know, right? We're going to take a real quick break so you can go ahead and refresh your beverages, get your snackage on.
And as a special treat, instead of our regular break, we're going to put on the trailer for my upcoming web series, Super.
Whoa!
Which we're only probably 3 weeks away from its debut. We have one more day of filming left.
Very nice.
Coolness.
Well, how am I supposed to get my snackages now?
I mean,
Yeah,
you
he's
get
gonna
your
have to watch.
snackage, and then, I don't know, whatever, man. It's not my problem. I've already seen it, so I'm going to go to the bathroom, and I can watch it whenever. All right,
There
we'll be
it
right
is.
back.
We'll be back.
I need your help to get the powers back together to stop these new supervillains.
Would you stop your guns if I had you on my side? Come and seal your fate till the end of my decide.
Please don't hurt me.
We face a grave threat. With these so-called supers free to run rampant in our streets, every day Americans are being put in harm's way. They're a danger, and they need to be stopped.
I don't know who you think I am.
You're Thomas O'Brien, otherwise known as the superhero The Atomic Man, former member of the Powers and partner to Power Woman. You were forced to retire due to the Super Act of 2003.
And who are you, the biographer?
My name is Nightwolf.
You're the United States' secret weapon against terrorism. You should be proud of that. I sold out my friends.
But I have an opportunity now to change that, to redeem myself, to be a hero again.
You can't change the past, man.
No. But I can change the future. We don't need Power Woman to stop them.
I don't want to get arrested. I have a life now.
Come on, Donna. We used to be superheroes. We fought the bad guys, and we won a lot more often than we lost.
You want me to join you against the new supers?
We need your help, yeah. Just like the old days.
Supers are outlawed. You know this.
You know what the problem is with men like you? You think you're irresistible, that women just can't get enough of you. Well, let me tell you something, Romeo. You're not big, you're not strong, and you mess with the wrong girl.
What do you want from me, Tom? Those days are over.
I want you to be the hero that you used to be.
Dr. Undertaker will take over the world.
Don't even think about it.
I need your help to get the powers back together to stop these new supervillains.
Would you stop your guns if I had you on my side? Come and seal your fate till the end of my decide.
We face a grave threat. With these so-called supers free to run rampant in our streets, every day Americans are being put in harm's way. They're a danger, and they need to be stopped.
I don't know who you think I am.
You're Thomas O'Brien, otherwise known as the superhero the Atomic Man, former member of the Powers and partner to Power Woman. You were forced to retire due to the Super Act of 2003.
And who are you, the biographer?
My name is Nightwolf.
You're the United States' secret weapon against terrorism. You should be proud of that. I sold out my friends.
But I have an opportunity now to change that, to redeem myself, to be a hero
You
again.
can't change the past, man.
No. But I can change the future. We don't need Power Woman to stop them.
I don't want to get arrested. I have a life now.
Come on, Donna. We used to be superheroes. We fought the bad guys, and we won a lot more often than we lost.
You want me to join you against the new supers?
We need your help, yeah. Just like the old days.
Supers are outlawed. You know this.
You know what the problem is with men like you? You think you're irresistible, that women just can't get enough of you. Well, let me tell you something, Romeo. You're not big, you're not strong, and you mess with the wrong girl.
What do you want from me, Tom? Those days are over.
I want you to be the hero that you used to be.
Now, Dr. Undertaker will take over the world.
Don't even think about it.
And we're back. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for hanging out and getting your beverages and your snackages and whatnot.
Hey, he can say that. You can't say that.
That's true. Is that trademarked?
Not your word.
That's right. That's a Will DM phrase right there, sir.
The illustrious Will DM.
Yes, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
My pleasure.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. We are going to dive straight back into this sinister secret of Saltmarsh. I keep bending down and talking to my microphone now.
You kind of have to, because the further you get away, the quieter you get.
Yeah, I kind of figured as much. So, okay. All right. Let's see here. Okay. So, everybody is.
Well, I did roll a 13 investigation on that door as I was being dragged toward the window.
13. It looks like it's clear.
Yeah, I say, Voda. It's fine.
Yep. I'm actually gonna look around, and then I'm actually gonna try to just open it.
Okay. It opens.
Sweet. Well, that did seem a bit less.
I look out the window and I say, Addison, the door's fine.
I'm gonna walk in here.
All right, let's see.
I'll
here.
follow you in.
More box text from Wizards of the Coast.
If you'd like to be a sponsor, we'd love to have you.
Aside from a large amount of plaster that has fallen from the ceiling, the room is bare.
Right. So a lot of hullabaloo for all these empty rooms here.
Yeah, I don't know why would they trap a door with an empty room for an empty room.
Yeah,
there's got to be something in here. I'm investigating this fireplace.
Okay, go ahead.
Addison, do you want to help me and give me advantage? Because
I will give you guidance.
There you go.
Thanks.
Okay.
I'll roll investigation too.
Okay. You guys both give me investigation rolls. All right. So you guys start searching that sucker right there, and let's see.
Plus whatever Michael's D4 would have given me.
Okay. So as you guys start investigating, the other one was a 13. Yeah, you definitely, without a doubt. You and Edison start investigating, looking at it, and you go up, and of course there's bricks and what have you, and you find one that's loose. There, Chance.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull that thing out or push it in or whatever I can do with it.
Well, which do you want to try and do?
I'm gonna try pulling it out first.
Okay, it does pull out.
All right, good.
And you pull it out, and then there's like a little cubby back there, and you look in, and something goes twinkle, twinkle.
Guys, I think I found a treasure. It's probably. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna pull it out.
Okay, you reach in, and as you see as you start to look in there before you even put your hand in to pull it out, there's a gem in there, a blue gem.
Awesome.
And you pull it out, and it looks kind of nice. It looks like it might be worth even 10 gold pieces.
Are you kidding me? Look, guys, I found treasure.
I told you there would be treasure available for those who do the proper research.
You did?
Yes.
Okay.
Is this door barred at all, Will, or is it just openable from this side?
It is trapped.
Oh, from this side?
Yes, just like the trap in the other room next door. It's got one of those. It's got the same thing. It's got a stick, like a pendulum thing with a dagger on it, and the cord that leads to the back of the door. There's a nail in the back of the door with a string tied around.
Can I figure out how to disarm it?
Sure, you just cut the string.
Okay, I do that.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Wait, which door? We're talking about this door that's leading into the next room?
No, this guy up here.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, I heard a bit of a commotion over here. What's going on?
I found treasure, guys. Blue gem.
Now, treasure that doesn't belong to you at all, right? So anyone can just take that treasure?
Would you like the gem?
I would not.
Let the child have his bubble.
Well,
There,
I mean, that's
it's
I'm
it's
standing
small,
right here.
Consequential thing.
So where was this gem at?
It was hidden in the chimney. There's probably something hidden in the other chimney too, because this place is trapped. There's got to be something else in here.
That is a valid point. Archimedes, help me consult and roll investigation on the chimney over here.
Mm-hmm.
He just wants to find his own
After
treasure.
looking up like where to investigate on a chimney with my group.
And it's pretty much you've got one of two places, generally up inside the chimney or a loose brick, much like the one that Chance pulled out finding the.
And that's I checked the loose bricks, and that didn't work. But then Archimedes told me to check inside the chimney.
Yeah, and you look in there, and like a little bit of dust and whatnot falls down, and you can see a little bit of sunlight coming down through it, but there's like all kinds of shit up in the chimney. Like if you were to start a fire in the fireplace here, it definitely would catch the chimney on fire.
This has not been cleaned, but that's a little surprise.
Right.
So you didn't find anything?
I didn't find anything. No.
Huh. I found some treasure.
I mean, you're welcome to look.
Maybe I'll take a look.
I've missed things before.
All right, where is that goddamn laugh coming from? Or I should say God's damn laugh, I guess, in this world.
You guys think upstairs?
Do I hear it through the chimney?
Well, Voda, don't venture off alone. This is a haunted house, of course.
Is it there? We've got.
I don't think it's haunted.
Well, that's true. I don't know what this is, but it does seem to be there is some potential for hostility, and one should not wander.
Well, I mean, I'm all right with that, but all right, sure, yeah, all right.
Addison, what do you think? Do we check the other chimney, or do we go follow these guys?
I don't know. Let's check the other chimney.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's do it.
So this is going upstairs, right?
That's what I was hoping you'd say.
Correct. That goes upstairs.
Okay. I'm gonna just take a look up it while we're sitting here waiting for those youngins.
15. 17. I think yours is better than mine.
Actually, Addison, in the trash that's down within the fireplace, you find it's a large stone, but it's almost as if it's about the size of a ping pong ball, and it's sort of.
Tennis ball?
I'm sorry, what?
You mean a table tennis ball?
Yes, a table tennis ball. Sure, thank you. And it appears to be, it's really smooth, almost like a pearl, but it doesn't have a pearl's sheen to it. It's more like a dull gray. Definitely out of place amongst the trash in there. Almost as if, and as you look at the trash when you pulled it aside, and when it's almost as if somebody had deliberately covered it up.
Well, that's an interesting find.
You gonna pick it up? Okay, so you go and you pick it up, and as soon as you pick it up, there's a that radiates from the stone thing.
Great, I'm gonna drop it again.
Yeah, that makes sense because you kind of get scared. Probably you're like, ah.
Wait, the stone did that?
I'm gonna pick it up again.
Okay, when you pick it up this time, there's a.
I'm gonna look to Chance and put it down and then poke it.
Okay, you poke it and
I'm
nothing happens.
nothing.
Huh. Okay. I mean, this is
Ned
some sort of
over
weird.
Here in the other room looks at both Voda and Errol and goes, "You guys hear that?"
Yep.
No, it's very disturbing. Ned.
Does this sound like the same laugh we've been hearing?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we don't know what's causing it, so maybe we should go back in there and see if they need any help, eh?
I'm gonna try picking up the rock this time.
Yeah, but no, we can wait for them in there just as easy as we can wait for them out here.
Yes. Is Cyprian staying outside? I just wanted to know if he comes back in and wanders around with everybody else.
Yeah, it's the side effect to elves only having to sleep 4 hours as they pass out randomly for 5 minutes.
He's a narcoleptic.
No, I'm in with everybody else. I guess I didn't hear you spoken.
No, I just wanted to know where you're at.
Hanging out with everybody else. It's fine.
And Ned seems to just kind of stick kind of close by to you, Voda.
Sure.
I say, hey guys, check this out, and I'll pick up the rock. It's a magical laughing rock.
That's pretty creepy.
That's very interesting. Do you mind? And it'll take me a few minutes, but I'd like to cast a spell and see if that's. I can't. I don't know. Do you think there's just someone in here who knows you're picking up the rock and is screwing with us, or
It's coming from the rock.
Oh, it's coming from the rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's obvious. When he did it in front of you, you could.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was the same laughter we've been hearing, just triggered by him picking up the rock. Oh, okay. Yes. Then absolutely. I'd like to cast a spell and see what I can learn of this rock.
Well, since you asked so nicely, here you go.
Right. I don't want. Can I cast Identify without picking up the rock? Do I have to?
You have to typically touch something to identify it.
You have to handle it. Yeah.
I hold it really close to him.
No, yeah. So I'll take it and I'll ritually cast.
When you grab the rock from him.
Right. I get it. Very, very scary. Very scary. Right.
Well, it's that's scary. I mean, you know.
Well, I've got to say, I mean, if somebody could make something like that, that's no small feat.
What do you know about magic, Ned?
I wasn't joking. This is very scary.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, Chance. I didn't mean to offend you by my observations.
No, it was an actual legitimate question.
Oh, you tend to just yell questions, it seems.
Yeah.
Not much. That's why.
That's what I thought.
Right.
He starts grumbling. He pulls out his compact.
Oh no.
Yeah. So it looks like someone's just playing a bit of a trick on us, eh? Right? These curtains and the.
That's what it seems like.
The pendulum and this little laffy rock right here.
Well, maybe somebody lives here and they don't want us messing around with their stuff.
You would think if they lived here, they'd be like, "Oi, I live here. Get out, or I'll call the constables or something." Right?
Well,
I mean,
I'm going to
that would be a logical conclusion.
No, I'm going to. Please don't take any offense, but I'm just going to point on an obvious thing here. You're a big green guy that nobody's ever really seen before. And, well, you're a blue elf. That might put some people off. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, I'm not.
And I'm a drow.
You're purple.
You have a drow, and you've got a blue elf.
I'm not really all green. There is shading of blue over areas.
Yeah,
but yeah, fine, whatever.
The sea is more commonly green than it is blue. Forgive these people.
It's all about the lighting.
I mean, it's irrelevant. Yeah. It's fine. Hey, Arrow, you find anything out yet?
That's a very good question. Have I?
Okay, so you cast Detect Magic on it, or
Identify.
Identify. Okay, basically.
While he's doing this, can I just take the dagger traps and take the daggers?
Sure.
Yeah.
You can totally do that.
I want a couple more daggers.
There's nothing special about the daggers.
Yeah, just a couple daggers. I just want a couple daggers.
But they're obviously not as aged as the place.
Okay.
Right.
So, when you cast Identify on it, essentially what this is, it is an audio rock that, of course, can...
Audio rock.
99.5 audio rock.
Exactly.
Opening up this weekend for Tritherian Jesus. It's
the companion album.
Yeah, and as you cast Identify, the next thing you have is... It's as it sounds. It's essentially there's a spell that's cast upon it that will, when touched, it can, unless you know the on off word that is made with, it'll activate, and it'll activate on a timer.
Right.
Okay. And there is nothing from my research that would confirm this being having anything to do with spectral or ghostly beings. This is like
you don't even need need to roll for any of that.
That's basically what I will relay is so as we had all suspected, this seems to confirm that this is not a ghost we are dealing with. There is some sort of mortal in this place who is trying to intimidate us. And I, for one, will not be intimidated. I don't know about you, friends.
Right. Are you going to hold on to that, or are you going to put it back, or what's the plan here?
I mean, if nothing else, I like it.
Sure.
Now, Addison found it. Does that mean that it's hers and you should ask her permission?
Yeah, why not? I mean, Addison, if you'd like the rock, take the rock.
If it can be disenchanted, I'll take it.
Well, I think... Actually, what would I know about that? How does does that hold any sort of value? Can we manipulate this audio to our own end?
Because it is such simple magic, like it is. I mean, you would have to really just. The only thing you can basically do to it is to disenchant it or dispel it.
All right. So on second thought, this is just a very neatly polished rock, and is
that
worthless.
laughs when you touch it.
It laughs when you. I mean, that is neat. It laughs.
It could be, it could be like a fun party trick.
Right.
Right. I'm going upstairs.
Yeah. Thank you, Voda.
We would like. There's more to talk about with this rock. You sure? Okay.
Now, everyone, hold on. Before we go upstairs, I feel like danger is waiting for us. I'd like to give you all the blessing of my God.
Oh, right. That sounds a bit fancy there.
Yeah. What does that
Wait,
entail?
he will guide you and he will aid you and he will help to protect my friends. And so he casts the spell Bless upon Voda.
Cool.
And Addison and Cyprian.
I knew that was coming. It's fair.
I mean, it works out because the spell only works for 3 people, but even if not, it probably wouldn't have been much different.
That's kind of a good thing that you didn't cast it on me. I've got an innate magic resistance.
Oh, Ned, shut up.
Yeah. No, I feel like holy magic would probably hurt you more than help you, given your dark heritage. There.
You're probably right about that.
When Ned's not looking, I take the rock and I touch it to his back. Does it make the laugh?
Oh, well, you're gonna take the rock back from Errol then, or
I leave it.
No, I have it. I took it.
Okay. All right. So
like
when,
nudge me and I'll hand it to him.
Okay. Yeah.
So when Errol hands it back to Addison, and then you're going to
hand it to me.
Okay, so she gives it to you.
And then I touch it to Ned.
Nothing happens.
Oh, it didn't work. I hand it back to Addison.
And you know what Ned says? Ned goes, I told you, it's got it.
Right. I'm really glad you guys have decided to make our entrance announced for whatever's up here. So that's pretty great.
As you say that, I hand it back to Addison and it laughs again.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like there ought to be some sort of holiday where this sort of thing's like a thing, you know, make a spooky house and like have sound effects and stuff. Maybe something involving apples. I don't know.
I don't know if it would catch on.
Yeah, probably not.
I've been toying around with creating my own religion. I like the paganism, and I don't know. Maybe that'll be our first holiday.
And Errol falls down dead from a heart attack.
No, his head explodes from Devil going, how dare you? Okay, so who's going up the stairs?
I'm up first.
We've got a line here.
Okay, now as you see, if I've moved it here, let's go ahead and move the your tokens. You see the map right above you there.
Yeah.
That's the first floor. So go ahead and move yourselves accordingly.
Oops.
I lost my token.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, I moved you there, Addison. Okay, so who's in?
Where did I go?
I got you. Here it is. Bloop, there you are.
You went outside.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, and so Chance, and then you've got
Ned's in the back.
Ned pulling up the back there. Okay, so so that's you come up there. Now this is a balcony around. It overlooks the foyer. You've got a hallway going to your east and to your west, and as you can see over here, there's a hallway that's heading towards the north.
Right. I vote we go this way. I'll point to the east. Just to start off right here.
He's gurgling again, guys.
Do I notice anything with the discoloration of the floor here?
You just assume that it's from Voda.
Go ahead and give me. For one, you do notice some discoloration of the wood. These are all up here. It appears that this is all wooden floors. But give me an investigation look. You do notice something as far as discoloration. The wood there doesn't look the best.
Okay. I look at the ceiling. Does it look like anything's been dripping down from above?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It does.
Right. What say we start over here, eh? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I'm sorry. Excellent.
Cool.
Okay.
So that area that looks like it's that it's been dripping down, and I want to poke at it a little bit with my trident.
The floor area?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
The wood is definitely soft there.
All right. I'll issue a warning for this area.
Is there a chandelier hanging above it?
No.
Oh, this house sucks.
I'm gonna just try this door. I'm kind of getting impatient.
Okay, so you will open the door.
Yep.
And gotta love box text.
So far, it's always said you found nothing.
This bedroom has no furniture, but rubbish is scattered everywhere, and webs cover the walls and ceiling from the doorway. You can see a glint of light in the fireplace from a small, highly reflective object.
Boy, something shiny, eh? All right.
Boy.
Yeah.
Don't look what I'm doing.
I start poking through the garbage, littering the floor.
I'll inspect the shiny thing in the fireplace.
Is there curtains on this window?
No, there's not. Oh, actually, yes, there's curtains on those windows as well.
All right, I'm
Not
gonna
anymore.
tear it down. Yeah.
Yeah, you tear them down.
I'll tear this one down as well and break out the glass.
Okay, so as Arrow goes over to the fireplace.
My investigation was also for the fireplace.
Okay, so
Nice.
both of you guys go over there, and hold on one second. And I'm gonna move this one. It's not actually right there, so don't worry. Okay, so you go over to search, and you start looking. You bend down and are looking in at the glint that's in there, and these two black basketballs fall down out of the chimney, and these legs go, and these two spiders come running out.
And they just yell, "Spiders!"
And one is going to run after our friend Addison there, and one is going to run after good old Arrow there. And let's see here. There it is. That's what. Holy crap! Okay.
I don't like the holy crap.
Right?
Well, they're
holy crap! These things suck at hitting.
That's exactly what I was saying.
Pardon, you seem to have attracted some spiders. Could you stomp on them quickly, please?
This is the one we're going to start. We're going to go top down. So, Addison, here's a spider coming, attempting to bite.
But he didn't mention that they were giant spiders, so now I am just envisioning actual spiders coming out of a
I'm pretty sure 24 hits you. Your armor class is, I'm sure, not 24.
Nobody's armor class is anywhere near 24.
Right? Okay.
Raleigh's was sometimes.
Okay, and here is the damage it's going to do to you.
Oh, boy.
So you get 5 points of damage. I need a Constitution saving throw, please. So on your sheet, there'll be your saving throws. Should be right towards the top left. Yeah. There. Oh, you made it. Not a problem.
Yeah, good.
So you're going to take half of this damage.
Poison, man. I knew it should have been a dwarf.
Wait, half of 5 or half of more?
No, half of what I'm about to roll. So you took the 5, and now you're going to take half of this. So you took another 5.
Oof.
And it's poison, Will? Is that what it is?
I'm knocked out.
Okay, so you fall down. Boom.
You only have 10 HP? Wow.
She's first level, man.
I only have 10 HP. Yeah.
Okay. I forgot I'm Empowering a barbarian. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. Well, you only got him. All right, here we go. All right, we got the spider coming out after Errol.
And Errol basically just like squats, crouches down behind his shield, but it just wraps around and gets him.
Yeah, it's like it just like you put your shield down, great, and it runs over and around your shield.
Right.
Okay, and it comes in and it gets you. So let's see. So that one. Yes. Oh, there it is. Okay, I just had to make sure. I don't want to. So here's this. So give me a Constitution saving throw. You're gonna take 4 points of damage from the bite. Ooh, shit. Okay, so you're gonna take all of this damage.
Sure.
This is the poison damage. 8. Ouch.
I am out as well.
Okay, so both of those guys are down. So what we're going to do now is we're all going to roll initiative.
Yay.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, 9.
11.
Is that including those of us who need to make death saving throws?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And did it? I bet it didn't put him in there, did it? No. What did?
Your spider? No.
Ned got an 11. Okay, so I'll put Ned in.
These are pretty nasty bugs in this place.
Right?
I have to say, remember the first time you guys were in here, there was a big-ass robot with you. That really helped.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that.
Okay. And let me go ahead and...
You had a robot? What?
Yeah, the first time we were running this, we actually had a Warforged.
Oh.
Which wasn't a Warforged because this is Greyhawk, so it was an intelligent construct, is basically.
Mm-hmm.
Which is basically what a Warforged is. Okay, so Errol, this spider runs out and attacks and drops your best friend.
You mean Chance? Oh, Errol, I'm down. So
I mean Chance, yeah, Chance.
Oh yeah, that's not me. I don't go yet.
All right, 1 death save failure.
There it is.
God.
Ouch.
Wow.
Okay. Cyprian. Okay, I know what's going on now. Hey, Michael, a couple of spiders came running out of this chimney and it's killing people.
It dropped your new best friends?
And I'm really tempted to like pull out my notes and start writing about it, the experience and describing them, but instead I pull a net. It's been kind of we've been wearing it, one of my nets, almost like a vest, and it's kind of like remove it from my shoulders and toss it to the closest one there. So 16 is my attack.
That definitely hits, and I'm going to assume you just hit this closest one, so right here.
Yeah, so it is restrained.
Okay. What's the DC for it to break out of that bad boy? Creature
10.
has 10. Okay, right there. Got it.
10 strength check. But currently it is restrained, so...
What initiative do they go on, Will? They're not on the order.
Oh, I didn't put them on there. Well,
They don't go again. They only go once.
I'm going to put them as last anyway.
Okay.
So spider. I'll add them. Spiders.
Everybody else has advantage attacking that creature while it has a net on it.
And...
Oh, yeah. Cyprian and... what's it? Voda, both 1d4s to your attacks. And
not anymore because he's unconscious.
Is that not concentration?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, no, never mind. Never mind.
That's concentration, unfortunately.
Damn it.
Oh.
Okay, so I take Cyprian, you are done, correct?
Yes, I threw my net on the closest one and yelled at him, attack that one! Attack that one! It'll be easier!
All right, Voda.
Yep. All right. I drop my crossbow, pull out my sword, and I wail on the... This is the netted one, right?
The one close.
You got
to
it.
me.
Yep. All right. Let's do it with advantage. So, great sword. Okay, 19. I'm assuming we'll hit.
Yeah, it does. Crunch.
10 slashing.
Yeah, and it doesn't kill it, though.
Damn it. I'll bonus action rage.
All right, good job.
Unless you're feeling kind and want to let me retcon that and say I did that first, but if not, that's fine. I can bonus action rage now. So.
It's just because right now it's just for damage, right? reduction.
Another 2
You're not getting any
points.
bonus to
Yeah.
damage.
He gets a plus
I get
two.
+2,
Yeah.
so I can say it's fine. I didn't do it at the right time, so I'm raging now. So I'm resisting, and all that jazz.
Gotcha. All right, it's Ned's turn. Oh, hold on a second, and he comes in. He's got it. Spoke up. And he throws a dagger.
Count Von Count.
Right? He's going to throw a dagger at one of these bad boys.
Preferably when I hit. But
I'm pretty sure he's going to miss. Yep, he missed.
Ned.
Try Ned.
And then he moves over here to put a little distance between him.
Does he
and
get an attack of opportunity from the spider?
Oh, yeah. Let's try that.
Not that I want to see Ned dead, but I also don't care if he lives.
I'm honestly surprised Ned's willing to attack spiders. Just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Does seem against his.
Oh, hold on a second. All right, so what we're going to do is...
If you're going to retcon this, you give Voda his 2 points.
All right, I will totally do that. Okay, so if I roll, and I roll under a 10, when he comes in, he remembers his theory and his story about himself. He's not going to attack.
Fair enough.
Oh, hell no. He's like, oh, spiders are killing my friends. He's all about it. Okay,
Fair enough.
Let's see. It's going to try and attack him. Let's see what happens. It does not hit him, though.
Good.
Okay, so Ned is done. Chance. And you're out there in the hallway, but you were able to see
I can see
Addison fall down.
right from
and
here.
Got
Yeah.
this big spider on top of her.
All right, I'm gonna run in here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna search Errol's unconscious body for
That's an action to
the
search.
for the health potion.
That's an
You're
action.
going to search for the potion?
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
that's my action. Yeah.
Okay. You'll be able to find it. I mean, it'll just take your turn. So,
Yep.
All right, Addison, give us a death save. You can do this.
All right.
Ooh, success.
Yeah.
All right,
Got
good.
one success. It's the spider's time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spider.
Well, the
He is our
spider,
hero.
he's like, hey, this guy over here is because basically this is the spider that is right there with where Chance is.
Mhm.
So he's gonna go after you, man.
Sure.
Has 14 hit you?
No.
Okay, cool. That's that spider's attack. Now one spider is going to try and attack Voda.
Sure, he has disadvantage because he's restrained.
That's right. Okay, so first roll, second roll.
All right,
You got a 10.
will
He
miss.
missed. Yep, he misses you. Okay,
Cool. I like that.
Errol, come on, baby. You can do it. Yes.
Woo!
Yes.
1-1.
Cyprian.
I take a step forward, remove the net from around my waist, and throw it at the other one.
There you go. You can do it.
Oh,
Or not.
that one was a bit harder to get in there.
The net falls across Errol's unconscious body.
Yeah,
Trying not to entwine anybody else.
yeah,
So,
that's definitely hard. Definitely hard. Okay, Voda, man.
Yep. With advantage, I attack this fellow. And I do get...
Oh, crunch.
Yeah,
it is
so-
dead.
Okay, cool.
Nice job.
And I will move up into this space to threaten it, so maybe it won't attack Chance or Errol or Addison while it's attacking.
Yes. Okay.
Alright.
Ned's going to try and throw another dagger at this thing. Yeah.
Nice shot, Ned.
Wow.
Let's roll Ned's damage, shall we?
Let's just call it 200 even.
7 points because he rolled a freaking 1. But he did 7 points to it. That's pretty good.
Hey, not bad.
Okay. And that's Ned's turn. Chance.
All right, let me ask a question.
Okay.
Would I have time to pocket this thing and pull out a sword or no?
You can hold onto it and pull out a sword.
Well, no, because I have 2 swords. So I have basically I can't pull out the short sword is what you're saying.
you can pull out one sword and pocket it this round. You won't be able to pull both of your swords.
Right. Well, the other sword was already out because I had them out before.
Okay, so you'll have to put it away, and next round you'll have it out.
Okay,
You won't be
so
able to use it this round for
all right, so I'm gonna attack it with the one rapier then, and
Okay.
still hold on to the, I guess, pocket the thing for the moment. 21.
That hits
For
Nice.
8 points of damage.
Why do you get the extra one?
I'm a rogue.
Oh,
I've got an extra D6 sneak attack.
Yeah, you do get it. You do get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't look good. Looks kind of upset. Addison, let's have another death roll, please.
Oof.
That's a failure. We got 1 and 1.
Oh boy.
Spider's turns. Oh, there's a plethora of targets. We got 1. Oh, there's only 2. Okay.
Only 2 that are up, yeah.
1 and 2 is going to be Chance. 3 and 4 will be Voda.
Sure.
That's going after Chance.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. 22.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So this is the bite damage. 6 points.
Yeah.
Here comes the poison.
Con save.
Yeah, make a con save to see if you take the full amount.
It may not matter.
That would make a difference.
Yeah.
It might. You never know.
19.
Okay, so you make it. So this will be halved.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
wow.
Points.
Yeah. Oof. That was lucky because.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. Errol, let's have another one of those death saves. You're at 1 and 1.
Oh, no.
Do you have inspiration though?
Yes.
You have
Hey, can you use inspiration on death
Yes, you
save?
can. You can use it on a death save.
Oh, then for
This
sure.
is the time to use it.
Yes, you do.
Run that inspiration.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's a success.
Anytime you would roll a d20.
Wow.
It's a good thing. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Everybody else, remember, I think who used their inspiration?
I used mine already.
Okay, so everybody else has inspiration. Okay. I know. Why is nobody healing that poor child?
I got it. Don't worry. I'm looking. She's still breathing. She's all right for now.
If I'm being honest, I may have used my inspiration last session.
On what?
I don't think you did.
I don't know. I feel like I
I don't think you did.
I don't remember that because I remember when the inspiration was used. Well,
Yeah,
the only way you would have used it would be during the fight.
Yeah.
I was saying like maybe for the con save,
But you
I
never
failed
got
that. Maybe I didn't.
Yeah, you never got that bad because Chance put the healing potion.
Right. Okay. Cool.
So you're still good.
All right.
Okay. Almost. That's 2 sessions in a row. You've almost bit it.
Yeah,
hardcore.
really.
Oh, that's
really
what it
close.
was. That's what it was. I made the con save by 1.
Right. Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
yes. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, so you've got 2 successes, 1 failure.
Good.
Cyprian.
Well, it would appear that you are unable to defeat this thing.
If I had both my swords out, this thing would be dead. All I'm gonna say.
So I will throw my trident at it. A 19 for 2 points of damage.
Okay, let's see what's it at. Oh,
It's dead.
you hit it.
No,
It's
still
still
up.
up. Yeah, it's looking pretty bad though.
Now finish it.
Voda.
Right. It's a bit weird to see someone using a fork as a weapon, but whatever.
He's throwing a fork at the weapon, and it's so distracting
That is
that
a
you
miss.
miss
Yeah.
it.
Damn it.
Because this is not the restrained one, so that is a miss.
Yeah, I
You
know.
actually hit the giant fork.
It's Ned's turn again.
Come
Ned's-
on, Ned. You can
Ned's-
do it.
He's starting to run out of daggers though. He hits.
Oof.
Yeah.
Let's see how much damage Ned does.
Like, what?
He probably doesn't need much.
Oh,
Bam!
6.
All right.
Nice.
And it kills it.
I will
MVP.
collect my weapons.
I am going to give Addison the health potion that's left.
Okay, go ahead and roll the 2d4 plus 2.
I roll it, or does she roll it?
She rolls it.
All right, roll a 2d4 plus 2.
Ned's walking over. Man, has anybody got anything they can do for this poor guy?
Nice roll.
7.
Okay, so
you're almost back to full, to full health.
There you go.
Yeah. So.
Well, Ned's gonna go down. He can stabilize him.
So, cleric type. Well, there are no cleric types left.
The cleric's the guy unconscious.
I produce some good berries and shove one into your mouth.
There you go. All right, cool. And you get up with 1 hit.
They, of course, taste like algae, but.
Yeah, you wake. Yeah, that's it exactly. Errol wakes up. It's like
guys. This doesn't seem like a good way to go through life.
Right. I have 9 more. Those of you who are injured, I suggest you eat them.
I'll take 1 or 2 if you want to hand one over.
Can I have one, please?
Is it still the old way where no matter how many ate, you would just get 1, or does it?
It's
1 hit point per berry.
It heals 1 hit point per good berry, but it only counts as 1 meal. You don't become overstuffed or anything.
Gotcha. Wasn't that how it used to be in old AD&D? It was like.
Well, that was a house rule if it wasn't played that way for real. So yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
I'll just hold my hand out, and whatever is put into it is put into it.
But it takes a full action to eat one, so it.
That's fine. I've got 2 hit points left.
So you guys divvy up the 9 however you want.
After a couple of seconds, the sound of surf and waves dissipates, and it's gone, and I'm just back to.
So Errol can have more.
I don't need any, so don't give any to me.
You.
So you want how 4, 4, and 1 for Addison?
I would like at least 1. So yeah, 1's fine for me.
You know what? I'm gonna give Errol the 5th one, and I'll take 3.
All right.
I'm gonna go over to Ned and say, "Oh, that's some good throwing arm you got
Why don't
there,
you take
Ned."
my 1, Chance?
No, you can have it.
Okay, thank you.
You throw daggers a lot then?
Oh, it's in the Underdark. One has to be ready.
Right, man. Yeah. I think I slowly pull a dagger, thinking about throwing it at him, but I don't. I put it back.
He collects his daggers. He wipes the one off that's got the goo all over, and he goes, "Yeah."
Well. Maybe we just close the door.
Well,
take a short rest.
Yeah, we could definitely do that. You guys, yeah.
I could use a minute.
Just a little bit of time just to relax.
Yeah, right.
Before we head back out.
Always like a break.
Maybe use a hit die if I knew what that meant.
Bam.
Yeah.
I feel much better.
I feel much better also. In fact, I feel great.
Hey pals, how did you use that hit die?
I just pressed the little hit dice button.
Where?
Go under hit points.
Your temporary hit points and current.
And above weapons.
Yeah.
Right next to your death saves.
So now I have 0. But I've got full hit points again. My mighty 10.
Whew. So at the Savant
Hospital.
Oh,
actually I still have 10. I added 2 more to that, but I didn't really need to because I had 5 already, so I had 11. So I didn't realize it added it for me. That's cool. Roll 20 if you'd like to be a sponsor. We'd love to have you.
Of course. You were gonna say something there, Earl.
I've read many tales of combat, and it's usually men falling to, lions and
something besides
demons.
Fairly large spiders. Yeah, this has been shitty.
You're going to find this interesting, and I began sharing all the observations and notes that I made after you passed out.
Ned comes over and he kicks it with his foot. And he goes, "I bet you haven't seen a spider this big, though." In the Underdark, they grow them even bigger, and they have a lot more poisonous poison.
Oh God. Oh man.
Poisonous poison, you say?
I'm gonna search.
Interesting fact, Ned.
I'm gonna
Poison
search this
is,
thing again while
what
they're
you
discussing
drink.
this.
You're talking about venom.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
And poison.
Not much.
I like Ned.
Well, friends, do we press on?
Yeah, I don't see anything else in this. I'm assuming in this.
Yeah, what was the shiny thing I was inspecting to begin with?
Okay, you look in the fireplace, pull aside the cobwebs.
Before spiders come out and kill me.
It is a crystal, and it is it's a spherical crystal with a flat bottom. So like you can see it sitting on the floor of the fireplace, and you can tell that it's got a flat bottom by sitting in there. Are you going to pick it up?
Yeah.
Okay, when you pick it up, you actually feel calmed. The nerves and the hype from being almost killed again and whatnot, and you're really like anxious and whatnot, it kind of has a slight calming effect on you. You're not really sure why.
Can I
a
ritually
percentage.
cast identify while we're doing the short rest?
You might not even have to. Go ahead and let's do one of those percentage rolls. And see.
Sure.
This is actually going to be a decent chance for you to get this. So actually you failed. And these in these percentages, you do want to roll low.
Sure.
On those. So you can definitely while you're in there, there's nothing magical about it.
Okay.
But it's sort of like, new age medicine sort of things, that it's kind of working off of those levels. Matter of fact, if Addison wants to give me a nature roll. And so can actually, I keep forgetting that the old sage from down below is a druid. You can give me one too, Michael.
Sage from down under.
No doubt. Good eye. My name's Cyprian. I'm from down under.
Yeah, no one can figure this out. This is impossible. No one's ever seen anything like this before.
You guys aren't sure why it has. Addison has somewhat of a theory of something about the natural harmonics of the quartz that it's made of, but that's about it. But yeah, it's got a flat bottom. It's made for sitting on stuff.
All right.
I'm sorry. Can you just repeat what that was? My cat was crying.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh.
It is a
flat bottom calming crystal.
Yeah,
flat bottom crystal.
Oh, this is what we found in the.
Yes, it's a crystal ball. It's a small ball. It's about the size of a baseball, and it's got a flat bottom, so it can sit on a flat surface, and not roll around. And when Errol was holding it, it kind of had a calming effect on him, and nobody was really sure why. You have some theory of it.
I would pass it off to see if it had the same effect on anybody else.
Yes, anybody who holds it, it does have somewhat of a calming effect on you, but it's not magical. So however it's doing it, it's not magical.
Oh, it's pretty interesting there. Oh, if everybody's feeling a bit ship-shape better, yeah? We moving on then, or?
I guess so.
Right.
I'll head out.
Spiders,
check out.
centipedes.
I'm going to investigate this door while everybody's getting out.
Takes me a minute or two to roll up all my papers, but
it is not trapped.
Everything looks great with this door. I'm going to try to open it.
Okay, go ahead.
I try to open it.
And
is it locked?
It is not locked, and it opens.
Great.
No trap, no nothing.
I got lucky on that one.
I'm really watching this Ned character closely, by the way. I do not trust him and his wanting to be a drow. Seems very suspicious and weird to me.
Man, you come down on me.
Constantly, he is constantly under my surveillance.
Gotcha. Okay, the room appears to be another dirty, decaying bedroom. Without furniture, even viewed from the doorway, it's evident that the floor in here does not look safe. Some of the floorboards are missing, and others are particularly partially dislodged, and it's slightly sagging even. But there is a folded piece of paper.
Oh, where?
Right against the wall.
Shit.
Too bad no one has Mage Hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to get this piece of paper. I'm going to take out a rope. I'm going to say, Voda, can you hold on to this rope?
Oh, I could probably do that, yeah.
I'm going to tie the rope around my waist.
Oh, I see. It's a little bit harder then, but all right, yeah.
And I've been working on a ship. Now, granted, I'm just a deckhand. I feel like I can tie a decent knot.
Yeah, you can totally tie a decent knot.
Oi, Ned, you want to hold this rope with me?
Well, of course.
Awesome. Thanks.
Hey, I have some druid craft I could use. I wonder if I can use the moisture from the floor to kind of like make a wave to bring the paper closer to us.
There's not so much that, but there's an awful lot of fungus all over it.
Fungus.
Mm-hmm.
Can't have fungus without fun.
That's true.
And you also can't have Gus.
Yeah.
Super.
And might I be able to like have the fungus like roll it towards me?
Yes, you could actually. But what we're going to do is we're going to actually make this, because it is not something that actually this is designed for. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a roll. So essentially, you can make the fungus kind of ripple. Okay. And that rippling could kind of like then move the paper. You see what I'm saying?
Would I be better off using mold earth for that?
No, because this is earth. It has to be stone or dirt or something along those lines.
That's what I figured. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to have you roll a d20, and you're going to add your spell casting modifier to it, which for you would be whatever your
wisdom. Yep.
Yeah.
So
And
basically,
that's-
it has to make a wisdom check.
Yeah, that didn't do it though. So basically, it starts, and what happens is because it's against the wall, and you get it to move, and it falls down from against the wall, and it just kind of like goes.
So it's just sort of like on the floor right here.
Because I didn't hit wisdom, I hit d20, and then I just added it in my head. So that was a 13. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Actually, it does. Because I was hitting it at 10 was your whatchamacallit. So it's slow, but it migrates it away from the darkened area, and it just slowly moves.
Boy, that's pretty impressive there.
Which way are you going to move it? Are you going to move it towards the door and towards you over here, I take it?
Yes.
Okay. It moves all the way, and then it's like right there at the door. You can just reach down and pick it up.
Cool.
Where'd you learn how to do that?
I told you, she's really cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
When you asked that, Addison just kind of like.
Right. Yeah, I get it. I have things like that too. That makes sense.
I don't have things like that.
Okay. So you pick up the paper?
Yeah.
Okay, you pick up the paper, you unfold it, and there on the paper is written, and it's scrawled, and it looks like it's in blood. It says, "Get out."
Well, that's a bit weird.
When we find that, when we read it, it says "Get out." I'm gonna touch the rock so it laughs.
I'm gonna leave the rope tied around me and go check this other
There's
door
no
out.
chandelier in here. Okay, I'm just gonna say that right now. There's no.
Which is bullshit, by the way.
Yeah, that is.
All right,
I did provide guidance.
Oh, to me? I'll take it.
Yes.
Plus, I really will take it. Plus, so 14.
It does not appear to be trapped.
I'm gonna try to open it.
It is locked though.
I'm gonna pick this lock.
Okay.
I'm going to regale him with the same Tumblr talk I have.
Do I have the
before.
+4 on this too?
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm not gonna.
11.
Hey, you get a 1. Okay.
I aided you, so you have advantage.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll take the advantage.
Mm-hmm.
That's much better.
Oh yeah, you get it. All right, let me.
Oh, this is a Brunson Meyer lock. That's.
I haven't seen one of these before.
All right, here we go. Let's see. Ah, yes. You gotta be kidding me. They don't give me any box text with this one? Oh, there it is. All right, I do have some box text. Hold on. In the southeast corner of this decaying bedroom lies a man. He is alive, though bound and gagged. He is clad only in undergarments and appears to have no weapons or equipment. Go ahead and give me perception rolls because he's got a hood over his head too.
I mean, this is pretty obviously the sex room, so I don't know what I need to perceive.
Okay, Earl.
13.
Yeah.
Do you want all us to do it? Okay.
Actually, the only ones that
I was going to say the only one who could see it is Chance and maybe Addison.
Well, the only ones that are going to give me a roll are actually Voda.
Oh.
Earl.
Okay.
I keep calling you Earl now. Errol and Chance. Those are the three that are.
I got an 11. Woo.
I got a 13.
There's something familiar about this guy that's bound in there. And when he hears the door open, because he's bound up and he's laying on the ground, and his head comes up, and you hear,
Do me a favor, can you laugh?
No, it's not that, but he seems familiar, right?
He does seem familiar. Guys, I'm going in.
It must stay holding this rope.
I hope
so.
Yeah,
well, then move back, and Errol begins explaining how using the door frame will make it easier to hold than if you were just the rope curving around the door frame.
Now I'm going to try to walk around this stuff.
I was gonna say for Chance, you do have that guidance as well yet.
Okay, I'm gonna try to go around.
You can definitely do that.
Do I need any acrobatics checks or anything?
No, the floor creaks and what have you.
Is there a chandelier?
Why, yes, there is.
Well, then I'm gonna go swing on the chandelier.
No, there's no fucking. I'm not gonna do that for you. Not yet.
Come on.
You haven't earned the chandelier yet.
All right, I'm gonna go over to this dude. I'm gonna rip down. I'm assuming is this window covered with
No. It is not.
I'm gonna pull the hood off.
Fucking guy from the
Mr.
town.
Jenkins.
And we would have got away with it too.
Okay, hold on. Okay. All right, that's all I need to know there. I just had to read something right quick. Don't have to worry about that. Cool.
Actually, a demon.
Okay, so you go over and you go over to the guy who's on the floor, and what are you going to do?
I'm gonna pull his hood off.
Pull his hood off. It's Grimpus.
Grimpus.
Fucking Grimpus.
What are you doing in here?
Somebody fill in Addison on who Grimpus is.
It was some blowhard who said he'd come into the haunted house before, and he was just full of shit, talking about how he killed a bunch of goblins.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the gag off.
Okay, you take the gag off. It was that. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, it's you.
Hey, Grimpus, what are you doing here? Where are your clothes? Why are you tied up? I have so many questions.
Obviously, do us a favor. Go ahead and cut the rest of these off for me. Be a lad, will you?
This isn't some sort of weird sex thing, is it?
Well, depends. Are you into this?
I mean, I'm not against it.
What are the statutory laws in Saltmarsh?
I'm gonna cut the.
Yeah, for lack of having a different token, that's Grimpus right there.
All right. It looks reasonable.
Sure.
I'll cut his.
Thank you so much for doing that.
What happened? Why are you back here?
Now you got all your friends with you too. I bet. Well, you see what happened.
Wait a minute. What was that comment for?
Well, I'm in my skivvies, son.
It is embarrassing. Here, take this. I pull.
No doubt. And it's like almost on cue. That's when Addison looks around.
Don't look in here. Don't look in here.
You got a sailor with you. Oh, terrible. All right. Well, you see what happened? What was this? When you blokes came back around the emptiness, talking about the mansion, it got me thinking. It's like, well, maybe I could go up there and I could get me some treasure out of there.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Did you put up the curtains and bar the doors?
No, I was assuming that's who knocked me out and tied me up. It was rather rough with me, I might add.
How did you know the curtains were up and the doors were barred?
Well, I kind of came in on them when they was doing it. I heard some banging and whatnot, and I thought it was you lot. I figured, well, nothing wrong with sneaking around a little bit. Maybe you'd forget something, left behind, a coin or two, and old Grimpus could be here to snag it up. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Did you see who did this to you?
No, I didn't.
Let me ask
He
you another
laughed.
question.
He had a terrible laugh, though. It was ear splitting.
Hey, Addison, touch the rock.
Wait, was the laugh like this?
And Grimpus at that time goes, "Oh, yeah, that was it. Oh, he's here. Oh,
No, we got a laughing rock. Sounds just like him.
Yeah, you lot, you protect me, won't you? You make sure he doesn't get me.
Let me ask you another question.
All right.
Were you bullshitting before about coming in here and fighting off goblins?
Well, of course not. Betsy Blackheart was. They got me Betsy too, by the way. Well, my dagger. You know, we've been through a lot.
You named your dagger after the evil...
Well, no, I named it before, and I didn't know Betsy Blackheart lived in it.
Oh, that's right. We went through this already.
It sounds familiar.
Oh, man. Look, there's some curtains that you could use to wrap. For God's sake, you need to wrap them around yourself.
Because he's got the pot belly and the skinny old man legs, and his skin's all discolored and blotchy.
Like, so far, you are the most horrifying thing I've seen in this haunted house.
And he's a lifelong abuser of alcohol, so he's got a yellow tint to his skin.
All right, Grimpus. There's some curtains outside.
All right.
Grimpus.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I really do.
Roll me a perception check there, Chance.
5.
Excellent. Continue.
Nothing to see here.
But
right now, what's all this then? Move along.
Well, I mean, you go first.
Right, thank you very much. I got to say, thank you very much. I appreciate
Up against
it.
the wall. Stay up against the wall. Is this another fireplace?
Yeah, that's another fireplace.
I'm going to check it out.
Okay. Roll for initiative. No. I'm just kidding. So he's
10.
Yeah, he's staying clear of that, and he comes out, and you guys pulled these curtains down though, right?
I did, yeah. They're just
okay.
on the floor.
He takes one of the curtains off of
that's soft. I like that a lot.
And he wraps it around him like a toga.
Nice.
Yeah, good. Oh,
Yeah,
much better. Much better.
You might want to get out of here before whoever's in charge here realizes what's up.
If it's all the same to you lot, I'd prefer to just, stay with you in case, because some of those, they could be outside. They could be looking around in the grass waiting for me. I would feel just...
Even so, we'd like you to go.
Well,
I can break out a window for you to jump out if you'd like, but you will go now.
That's not good.
Hey, Will, about what time is it right now?
It's because you guys left early, right? So
yeah, we left pretty early.
It's still fairly early. So I don't know. Let's say because it's a 3-mile walk to get here.
So that's about an hour.
Yeah, and so roughly you guys left around what, 10, 11? So it's pushing noon.
Sure.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, I don't really care if you stay here, Grimpus, or not. Whatever. It doesn't.
I feel like this is not the best place for you. If you're really determined, but get far away from here, Grimpus.
The cabin boy doesn't want you here, so you should leave.
Well, at least you lot could give me a dagger so I can defend myself. I need to be able to defend myself.
I feel like this is going to cause you more harm than good, but fine. And he hands him a dagger.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
And Grimpus, look at me.
Yeah.
Don't come back.
How's my eye look?
None of it looks very good, my friend. Don't come back here. All right? Ever. Not ever. It's not for you.
All right. I really would prefer to stay, though. I think it'd be really nice if you let me stay here.
Well, if you're going to stay,
have any shoes. I mean,
stay
my clothes might be in here somewhere. I would like to find them.
All right. If you're going to stay, try to stay out of the way, and for God's sake, be quiet.
Yeah, I could definitely do that for sure. I'll stay in the back.
So, Will, I can tell that this part of the floor is messed up, right?
Are we really sure we want a drunkard accompanying us?
No, of course not. But it is.
Yes, it is messed up.
All right.
And you did see when Cyprian, because he was over there with his trident, and he stabbed it, and it was soft.
All right, I'm gonna take a running leap and leap as far across.
Yeah, you can totally leap across it. Not a problem. You know what? The only thing, anybody who wants to run across, not a problem. Just don't roll a 1. And that's not a guarantee that you're going to bite it, but not a problem. You're across. Okay. All right, you're across.
Anything I see up here?
Yeah, man. Let me
Are there
go.
doors, or I don't see anything in my screen like that. Looks
Yeah,
like a
I shall. Excuse me, man. I do not know what it is, but I've been hiccuping all night.
Because I've got the hiccups too, and I never get them.
Yeah, right. It must be something in the air. Okay. There you go.
And I don't have them.
Nah, you just jinx yourself.
Now we know
up in the air tonight. Oh Lord.
That's all right. Yeah, keep it going.
Is this a door?
Yes, it is, sir.
I'm gonna just try to open it.
Is that a window with a curtain?
Yes, it is, sir.
I'll rip it off and break it out.
Okay, so rip it off, smash it out. Okay, let me see. Let's see here. Ooh. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Me?
No.
Voda.
Excellent.
All right. Cool.
All right. Hold on 1 second, Voda.
I knew the risks.
This is why you need to be like me and be lucky.
Choke. You get hit by another one of those pendulum dagger traps.
Oh, God. Who keeps putting these in here? All right.
And allow me to read the box text.
But please.
All right. Damp mold covers portions of the walls and ceiling in this large bedroom, and rubbish is strewn liberally around the floor. In the center is a single mattress that has been badly torn, from which stuffing protrudes. Under the window sits a large wooden chest, and timbers split, and its idle, listen to me, lid closed.
Right, so it looks like someone tore through the mattress and then tried to splinter open the chest.
Well, it looks like all that has happened over time. It's not like fresh.
Okay.
Even the stuff that's been pulled out is quite the stuffing's quite dirty.
Now, does the chest look intact, or does it look like it's completely been emptied out?
It's intact and it is closed.
Right. Chance, this looks like something up your alley, maybe?
Leave it to Chance.
Oh, good Lord.
Catchphrase. Oh, wait, I got to roll something to get over that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't
17.
roll one. You're over.
All right, I'm going to...
I'll help him. I'll aid him in the lock picking.
Go ahead.
Standing the whole way.
All right, first I'm going to investigate it.
Go ahead.
11.
It appears to... Let's put it this way. It once had a latch. That has fallen off, and you can see it on the floor.
So it's not even locked.
No, it looks like you could just go and open it up. But it does not appear to have any traps connected to it.
No, of course not. I'm going to try to open it.
Mm-hmm. You open it up, and there is a bunch of what looks like clothing.
Huh. Well, this might be helpful for our friend. Anything nice?
Are you gonna start pulling the stuff out?
Of course I am.
All right, give me a dexterity. No, I'm just kidding. All right, you go through and you start pulling it out, and they're old clothes. It's sort of as if, let's say, we'll go into our times, and it's almost as if you were today. You went into an abandoned house, you opened this chest, and you started pulling out 1970s clothes.
Right. Okay.
That's what it's out of fashion, and there's a bunch of papers in the bottom, loose papers.
And I'm gonna pick up the papers.
Okay, you pick up the papers, and they're all water stained. The ink that was whatever was written on there has become unlegible.
All right, well, I'll grab those.
It's all dry now, though.
I'll grab those. I'll grab some, outfit for Grimpus.
Okay.
As I walk past Errol, I'll hand him the papers and see what you can do with these. And then I'll say, "Hey, Grimpus, run and jump, buddy. I got some clothes here for you. Run and jump."
Now that what I just rolled was for Ned getting across. Grimpus is standing there going, "Well, why didn't you just throw them to me? I don't really feel comfortable with trying. You know me hip, and I've been laying.
Throw me the idol. I'll throw you the whip."
I don't have an idol.
Grimpus, once again, you should really go home.
Grimpus, go home.
The stairs are right there, my friend. This is not where you should be.
Throw me the clothes.
I throw him the clothes.
Okay, he takes them and he starts putting them on.
Is that a fireplace I'm standing next to?
Yes, it is.
Can I
investigate it? Yes, you.
Yes.
Yes. Excellent.
We haven't heard any laughing in a while.
You found nothing.
Woo! Addison didn't say that. That was me.
She just thought it.
Fireplace.
Addison would have just shrugged.
Yeah.
Oi, Cyprian, why don't you open this next door? Get the spirit of it sort of thing, yeah?
That's not really my thing. I'll go over here and rip off the curtain and break out the window.
Right, okay, yeah, well, that's fine.
Can I grab this other dagger on my way?
Yes, you can.
All right, I'm going to just open the door because I haven't learned my lesson.
Okay.
I'm here to help you.
Actually,
It's more fun this way.
nothing happens in this one.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, they can't do more.
And I'll explain what is over here by the stairs in a second as well. So 17. That's right. There's numbers. Okay. This room appears to have been used for storage. A large, ill-made oak chest stands under the window, its lid closed. Elsewhere in the room lie 3 broken wooden chairs, 2 splintered wooden buckets, and a mildewed sack. Just inside the room is, I really need to get me some bifocals. That's all I gotta say.
Wow.
Just inside the door is a heap of clothing. These garments have collected little dust, appearing to have been placed here only recently.
There's a squatter, guys.
I wonder
Is
if
it
these
like-
were Grimpus
Wait,
clothes.
is it Grimpus's clothes? Yeah.
Or is it new, like a regular, new style, or is it old style?
They're-
Out of fashion.
You can tell from the smell that they're Grimpus's clothes. The old mildewed clothes that you pulled out of the chest smell better than these.
Yeah. Grimpus.
Haven't been thrown up on at all.
Yeah, somebody called me.
We found your actual clothes here, man.
Well, actually, I kind of like these a little bit better.
Oh no, they smell much
We all
better than
do,
the
yeah.
shit with this we found here in the corner, dude.
Right.
Yeah, that's nice. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Did you get undressed in here before your kinky sex act, or?
No, of course not. They didn't have sex with me.
I mean, of course, you're right. What was I? That is a fair assumption.
Oi, Chance, you want to take a look at this guy, yeah?
Yeah, let's take a look.
Looks a little,
I'm going to investigate this chest.
Aha.
19.
You go and open that chest.
I investigate the chest.
Oh, you go and
rolled a
investigate.
19. Yeah.
It looks good. There's nothing bad looking about this guy at all.
All right, is it locked?
No, it's got the latch down on it, but it does not appear to be locked.
All right, I'm going to open it up.
Okay, you open it up, and it's full of like papers and things along those lines.
I love how everyone's standing outside now that I'm doing this.
Hell yeah.
All right, I'm going to pick up the papers.
Okay.
Just take a quick look through.
No, nothing really. There's a couple of children's drawings.
All right.
Creepy.
Yeah, I'll hand them to Errol, and I'll take a look at the sack.
It's just a mildewed sack.
Oh, just empty sack laying on the ground.
Now over here, like where Cyprian is, these stairs and stuff that's there. I kind of misspoke last time. These stairs that are going down, they do have loose and precarious looking stairs, but the missing piece of stairs was actually this part here that is going up to the attic. So that was my bad. So there's like a whole 5-foot section of stairs that are missing that lead up into the attic. These stairs here do look rather precarious, though. If somebody were to walk on them, maybe bad things could happen. Yeah,
so to speak.
So,
roll it.
And with that, we're going to come to an end of this third episode of Ghosts of Saltmarsh.
Ooh.
Where again, we almost had 2 deaths.
Yeah.
Seriously.
You know what? Poison seems to be the theme.
Yeah. We came I mean, Errol, if it wasn't for inspiration, he would have been dead.
Dwarf, by the way.
Yeah.
Like I was this close to being a dwarf.
Yeah. Now here's the thing too. I do allow this. People can share their whatchamacallit,
inspiration.
You can share inspiration. So like if you have one and somebody doesn't and it's a precarious situation, you can't say, well, I'll give mine to them and then they can use it. So just so you know for future.
Sure.
Right? Yeah. I mean, man, if it hadn't been for that, oof.
That was
close.
Yeah.
And you want to know what? I was actually thinking too. I was about to say, just don't roll a 1. And I was like,
it's funny because before
I
I
said,
rolled it,
don't jinx it. That's what I thought. I said, just
like
don't
the last thing that went through my head was, I bet you I'm going to roll a 1 here. And I was like, roll a 1.
All right. Okay.
But it was one of those like, I'm not really going to roll the 1, right? Like, what are the chances? Oh, that's
1 in
20.
1 in 20. There you go. All right, everybody. Hey, I want to say thank you for tuning in and watching this episode of Wicked Studios Greyhawk Adventures presents Ghosts of Saltmarsh. And let's go ahead and have everybody say their goodbyes. Since we ended with you there, Katie, we're going to start with you. So go ahead and say goodbye to everybody. And if you want to tell them where they can find you on the internet or anything along those lines, go ahead.
Good night. You cannot find me on the internet.
Yeah, it is impossible.
There it is. Short and sweet. All right, Adam, go ahead.
Hey everybody, I'm Adam. Thanks for watching. Go to YouTube/Mr. AtomPL. Otherwise, you're not going to find me anywhere either. And check us out next week, where more salt marshiness will happen.
That's right. All right, Jairus, go ahead, sir.
I'm Jairus. I'm a little bit tired. I'm ready for the sleepy times. And please don't try to find me on the internet. You probably could, but don't.
Good. All right, Steve.
Hello, I'm Steve. Good night, and you'll find me here on Tuesday nights playing
There it is.
Sinister Secrets of Saltmarsh.
Last but not least, we have Michael.
I am Michael, and you can find me on DM's Guild as well as here. So.
That's true. Hey, what's the name of that kobold?
You had a couple of them.
Yeah, because I remember I got that one. I still haven't run it, of course, unfortunately. What was the name of that one? It was.
There's Kignos Kidnapped series there, so yeah.
There you go. Now, can they just look you up by? How do they look you up on there? Is it by just Michael, that cool dude? That's pretty much.
Hello, that should be your tag if it's not.
No, but I should do that one now, I suppose, since it's out there.
Yeah, right? Trademark that shit, man.
We have to do it like T8 Michael TH.
It looks like Kignos, Kignos. That'd be the easiest way. That's the name of the adventure.
Gotcha. Next week, what we should do is we should get the links to that, and then we'll drop it in chat during the session. That's
there you
go.
Sure.
All right. I am, like I said, I'm Will DM. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Ghosts of Saltmarsh. Tomorrow, we will have Tales of Savage Land on the Wicked Studios channel. That starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to find me, you can find me on Twitter at will.dm on at I always fuck this up at Giant.
Yeah, you
Stop.
can't. You're not gonna find them
terrible.
because we're already.
Hey, well, hold on.
You're already confused.
You want to try to find me on Twitter? Good fucking luck.
Yeah. He's all you have to know is he's there. Good luck finding him.
You know what? even in professional broadcasting, you can have more than one take. So take two. Hi there. You can find me.
Yeah,
on
but
Twitter.
they usually edit the other shit
Not
out.
when people talk over you. Okay, let's go. Hi there. I'm Will. God damn it.
Just give up. At Giant Stop. Go to Giant Stop at Twitter. You'll find him. Jesus Christ.
There it is. Also, you can, if you scroll down, you'll see the Wicked Studios Discord link. You can go there, join in to the Wicked Studios channel. You can tell everybody what a great job, what a terrible job, and just join in the general conversation of things. Tend to ask questions from time to time about stuff to stick into the game, so you can do that as well. And that's about it. So I want to say, oh, hey, Frank, what's up? I see that Frank from Nightheart Gaming stopped in. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. And anyways, that's it. Thank you. Have a great night. We'll see you next. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you next Tuesday. Peace out.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. I gotta hit the button now. This was anticlimactic.
Will.dm at Giant Stop.
Bye. God damn it.